I'm about to say is gonna be gold.
You're already ready to go.
I already know it's gonna be gold. Everything we say, I know it's gonna be gold. So, I'm just trying to do that. But welcome everybody. Because I can't remember what season I was on. So what Elmer does, she'll let a couple shows have her show, but she won't show all the seasons and shit. So you'll be like, you'll get a good groove, and then they'll skip to the new one. You'll be like, damn, but what about 3, 4, 5? Yeah. So right. So I'm trying to figure out what season. I think it was season 2. But when I looked, it was like some other people. So I think I'm on the wrong. I think that was the wrong show.
Hey, BarChats started live.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Hey.
So, getting everything prepped and ready to go for the audience that are watching. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you guys. You guys that are watching on the YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and switch it over to the live stream. Bam. So today we have not started yet. You're getting exclusive content right now for those that are joining us. You see someone different here, and for those that know who he is the man, he is the legend, he is the one. Rob.
What up? Hello.
Oh, he said hello today.
What up? What up,
So that's for the YouTube. That's for the Instagram. And now we're actually gonna have to start the podcast one. So there's like 40 different things that we have to do, just because production. I'm hoping that you guys can hear. If you guys can't hear anything, please let us know on our IG. Shoot us a message. If you want to get better sound quality, go to our YouTube. You're going to be able to hear everything a lot better. And so I'm going to be finagling. As you know, I finagle a lot. That's my thing.
A little finesse, if you will.
Always and forever. All right, so here we go. Now we're gonna start the podcast one. What's up, BarChats? I'm Jay.
I'm Deuce.
And this is
Rob.
Hey.
What up, though?
So we got our good friend Rob in the house today, literally, hanging out, chilling like a villain and hanging like a possum, like always.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are some good analogies. I like that. Hanging like a possum.
There we go. So, we hit him up, see how he was doing, and he said, "Hey man, where you at?" I said, "We're at headquarters." He's like, "Cool, I'm shooting through." All right, cool.
Yeah. No, I'm coming over because we were talking about doing a live, and I was like, "You do a live, but like our energy
gotta be live.
Our
it's
energy
gonna be
when we're in
live.
the
It's a
same
little
place
too hard.
is like it's like
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yo, we gotta
crazy.
do it for real."
No, I agree,
Yeah,
100%.
So I was like, we had to do it.
It's been a long time since we had it live, man.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
COVID, the restrictions,
Of course.
people being scared.
Yeah.
So I'm actually excited. You guys are definitely in for a treat. This guy right here, man, is hilarious. And so with all of us, if it gets too loud, somebody like raise their hand or something, and then we'll try
to bring it down a notch.
We have to bring it
get
down
louder,
a little
louder.
bit. Like, guys, all right, we're good. But yeah, so just to take care of business really quick, we are starting a new section in BarChats. This is part of BarChats Minis, so where we do deeper, in-depth interviews with all of our guests, all of our friends, just to get a little bit more insight. Very similar to our previous episodes. If you haven't seen the Rob Haddon, go ahead and check that out. So we've seen it several times. But yeah, please feel free. to ask questions in the chat, both on YouTube and on IG. If you can't hear, let us know. We'll go ahead and fix that. No problem. Also, if you want a really cool pillow, you could go ahead and go to our IG on our link tree and cop the pillow.
Hey now.
There you go. Sip something,
Whoa.
Or get the shirt. This is on sale. Just letting you know.
So I'm trying to buy one of those.
Gotta get one, bro.
You gotta get one.
Gotta get one.
So yeah. So let's another order of business. So I technically can't drink for 2 weeks.
Okay.
You'll be right.
So
we don't know that.
Oh yeah.
We don't know
what?
that. Wait, so
wow.
Can I ask the follow-up questions?
Yes.
What have you been feeling that is there a diagnosis, is there a prognosis, or are you taking medication?
Yes, I am. I am taking medication
Okay.
that restricts my drinking limits.
Restrict is not.
That's what the doctor told me.
It said like, hey, slow down,
It's
or did he
like,
say
you
like
should probably
no?
slow down.
It's don't drink a lot
Okay.
because
It like doesn't interact with the liver well.
right.
Gotcha.
So they don't the thing is not affected. It's not affected by it.
Okay.
But it's already like putting a strain on my liver.
Got you.
But
The medication is.
the medication is putting a strain on my liver.
Got you.
So I can't drink excessively
Sure.
to the point where I black out. So,
As we have
As we showed this 32 out.
this 32
As we showed
out.
the 32.
So,
Excessive, not okay.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
so it's not excessive. I don't think so. Like
It's just one setting. That's all.
yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
and that's what I asked the doctor. I was like, hey, you know what? What is a lot?
Yo, this
Can
is
you
actually.
give me your definition?
Yeah, because the thing is, if I could just interrupt really
Could you
quickly,
hear?
because it's very similar to like when you go to the doctor and it's like, hey, like how many drinks do you have a week? And like in my head, I'm kind of like, I mean, I work at a bar, so
Right. You
I
know what I
have
mean?
like maybe I don't know 10 or
Yeah.
so in a week, and I feel like that's probably seen as like alcoholic by like the medical standards or something.
Right.
But it's like, is it though? Like I don't know. I don't know what like the actual threshold is. So yeah, what did your doctor say?
So are you saying you became an alcoholic by accident?
I think my job asks me and requires me to be an alcoholic.
He's like, I had like 10 drinks a day.
No, not a day. No. But like over the course of the week is like, if you work at a bar, like you get off of work and then you probably just make you one drink, or like, you're working in a bar and people are like, oh, I'm gonna buy shots with you. And so that like
Right.
adds up over if you like work like a
over
5-day
time.
week, and it's like, I guess technically I maybe have had like, 7 or 8 drinks this week, but it's not like I'm coming home and like, or I wake up in the morning, like I can't get my day started without drinking. Yeah. Like I can't remember ever like a point where I like yearn for like a drink like that, where it's like, oh man, like I need it. And that's why I feel like that's like what I guess the threshold is in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the craving, that's where it's like, okay, yeah, I should probably like ease up a bit.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not me.
Dove in.
Right.
It
You're
has
good.
nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It just, so I asked him, I was like, how much is too much? And he's like, well, one is good, 2 is kind of eh.
But what's 1 or 2?
Exactly. So it's like,
But like percentage.
bro,
and-
one Rob Hannon will fucking kill me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. It's like one Rob Haddon is like 3
So-
margaritas. You know what I mean?
yeah. So yeah, it depends. So that's why it's like
Interesting.
one drink.
Oh man, I
A
used to have
third-
3 of those Rob Haddons.
Yeah, you're fine. No,
They're boozy.
So
Oh,
we
man.
actually did we did a rum
That's
thing.
boozy, man.
Oh, I've done them with rum too. You guys got into it with rum?
No. We got rum.
Oh, snap, for real?
Yeah. So this one's Pampero, Aniversario, and then we have this one. This is from Belize, and it's
Hey.
they use the water from the canopy
Yeah.
to distill it.
That's
Tastes like
nuts.
not that great.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. I didn't really like any of them like that.
Yeah.
None of those rums?
No.
Okay.
And then we have this one from France.
Very fancy bottles though, man.
Interesting.
A rum from
Bottles
France. That's the
look
only
amazing.
reason why.
Like,
But
why
you know
would
what?
France
I
make a
do
rum?
want to see what you think about it though.
Yeah.
I'll try them. No,
Like we'll
because
do little sips.
Yeah, I'm
I
down.
don't
with
wanna-
that.
Y'all can.
I don't wanna
I can't.
kill it.
not.
Yeah, no,
Hell
you're good.
I'm
You're
good with my 32.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all have a sip. I'm gonna drink the 32.
I actually discovered rum. Well, not discovered rum. Like, I had my first experience with rum when I was because I feel like I went into the pandemic as we all did, and I mean, I feel like everyone kind of had like a point in the pandemic where you're probably drinking more than you used to.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone I talked to like kind of had that period. For me, I was like, I don't want to drink whiskey. Well, I think for me it was like a lot of Zooms. Like a lot of people in the beginning of the pandemic were doing like these, like, let's meet up over Zoom and just like chat, and like, you know, it was like this group of friends, and then my family started doing Zoom. We've been doing a Zoom every Saturday since April 2020. And
wow.
like it started out great and cool, and then like the world opened up, and I was like, actually, I don't have 3 hours to sit and just talk to you guys because like it's like for the most part it's like older family members, and so they all just kind of like don't really have that much to update you on,
Right.
so it's just like cool, I can do it in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Right.
But yeah, beginning of the pandemic, started doing a lot of Zooms, and a lot of them were like happy hours, and so you just drink kind of like as you're on Zoom. But then like tequila would get me a little bit too turned to just be sitting on Zoom, and I would like just black out on Zoom, which is weird. Or like I would fall asleep, and then like they couldn't like mute me, so they just hear me like snoring. Yeah. Or like whiskey would like get me too sleepy, so I was like, oh well, let me just discover like what other kind of liquors are out there that don't get me too turned or too sleepy. And someone was like, oh, why don't you try rum? And like when you think about rum, you're just like Bacardi or like Captain Jack, and people are like, there's other rums out there that actually like really
rum,
good rums. And
Okay, so you've been
I've been dabbling in
rums.
yeah.
Okay.
My favorite one right now is a Venezuelan one called Diplomatico.
Yes. One of the guys told me that that's one of the top.
It's really good. Like I just have it over ice, like over like a couple cubes of ice.
That's it. You good?
Yeah,
It's smooth.
It's very smooth.
Man.
It's like a darker rum. I don't think it's spiced, but yeah, Venezuelan rum. It's really good. Diplomatico.
Okay, there
but
we
yeah,
go.
so I'm in the rum as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and pour up, because
for sure.
if my doctor is watching, I'm sorry, doc.
Oh God. So what do we have here? Like, you guys have talked about this KBS
Yes, we
a
did.
lot.
Yeah. So
Talked about it.
that's
Okay.
KBS, and then we have the Tweak, and this one is a saison from Border X Brewing.
Okay.
This one is kind of old.
That's what you want to say.
Yeah.
This one is
Kind of old.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's kind of old.
Well, I will talk about the KBS. So Founders is a great company. They make a lot of great beers.
Sure.
KBS is Kentucky bourbon. So this is aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, and it's 12%. So you know how I do it, man.
Yes, you go strong.
It's like 10 and up. If it's
Jesus
less,
Christ.
I'm like, it's
Like,
cool.
what was the point?
I just wanted you to taste it.
Yeah.
And if you're daring, you're gonna taste this one too.
Okay.
I
So
don't fuck
we
with that
haven't
ever.
actually. Did we talk about this one time?
We talked about it,
But not
we
on the
never-
show, right?
not- yeah.
Okay.
Tell
So
us about the tweak.
this is Tweak, guys, and let me put a little closer. Okay.
Get it?
So Tweak, look it up, guys. This is the Avery brothers. So look them up. This is, I think it was rated the top, like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. At least the year that we got it.
Right.
And in terms of beer, this has one of the highest beer alcohol percentages of most beers.
Holy shit.
And so this one's at, so the one I had was 17. This one says 16%.
16%.
16%
That's
beer.
wine, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
it doesn't taste like it, dude.
I had this on tap. Yeah.
What kind of beer? What style is it? You said?
It's a
Oh, it's a stout.
Oh, of course.
It's like an Empyrean Russian
But
stout.
this mess is, bro, like,
I'm down for both.
I've
of them.
had 15%, I've had 14. They were strong.
Yeah.
But so far, and I'm trying to think, well, we've been to a lot of breweries now.
Yeah. The Irish Gorilla was the only one that kind
The
of
Irish
like,
Gorilla was kind
that
of strong.
one was from Aero Lodge.
Oh, I had a strong one from the San Diego brewery place. Well, they had all the post-its. What's their name again?
Oh, Modern Times.
Modern Times
Oh.
had a 16% one.
Yeah.
That shit was strong too. So
trying to
besides
think of
that one, I haven't had any other beer that compares to how strong this shit is.
So, but you really enjoy it too, right?
I enjoy it, but I don't even know if I can finish this whole thing.
Because like Avery, they make Allagash too. I
Yeah,
think.
they make
Yeah,
Allagash.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. 'Cause that's where I usually see the A.
Like, so if it
yeah,
kicks
no,
you, just know that's why.
Well, I mean, that's how
they
we get
gave
our
me the
rocks.
little like snifter.
Yeah.
Like the little small one, and I drank that like thinking, oh yeah, and I was like,
Oh, so it's
I was like, oh,
Yeah, it smacks, bro.
and he was like, you
It
want another
smacks.
one? I said, let me sit with this for a second. So I did too.
and you never say that.
And
Yeah, no,
never
for
say
real,
that.
for real.
Damn, it's strong.
So we want to start with this,
Let's
and then
do it.
Yeah.
okay.
So let me. All right.
So we got to see Jay's famous can opener technique. He is getting a remote
with the
control.
remote. Hold on now.
Yeah, he can do it with a shoe too,
I can do it.
and he can do it with a hat. He's pretty crazy. So Rob seeing this in person, he just opened up the beer with the remote.
I mean, I get the physics of it, but goddamn.
He make it look all easy.
Yeah.
So I tried to do it. I cut my hand, and he was laughing at me like, "Yeah, bro,
no,
that's not how you do it."
It's
And the thing is, I don't know if I'm more concerned about his hand or the remote.
yeah, this remote's trash.
Like, that's
Come on, guy.
the physics of it. I get, kind of, but damn.
For whatever reason, this is giving me problems. There we go. Okay.
Well, 1 out of 4 guys.
Yeah, right?
1 out of 4 men.
Hims is a great product.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, did
Sponsor-
wonders for me.
Sponsored by Hims. Oh, this is gonna be a great show.
This episode of BarChats is sponsored by Hims. Having some problems, gentlemen?
Sponsorships,
Oh,
guys.
man.
Alcohol.
Let's talk about it.
You know, whiskey dick is a thing.
Oh man,
It definitely is a
Definitely
thing.
a thing, man.
And it's always at the worst possible fucking time.
Yes, of course.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna start off small.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. That's easy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not drinking any of that shit. But
Oh yeah. Wait, how much is the kick? I think we had this on tap at Gold for Deja Brew at some point. What is the percentage on this? The ABV?
for founders,
Oh,
I want to say
12%.
yeah.
Okay.
It's any stout is over. Look at this fucking saison though.
That is nice.
Right?
That's almost like a red ale kind of.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's very it's very fruity.
And
like
it keeps like a
extremely-
nice head too.
Oh yeah.
You said it's old? It's,
Yeah, this is old.
It's holding up pretty good.
No, the shelf life usually for Border X, it'll run you probably about a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, this one is probably about New Year's.
Yeah.
That's not so bad at all.
Yeah, that's when I
Okay.
got them, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is the general shelf life of beers? I want to
So,
When it's time. When it doesn't taste good.
well, it
just keep on trying.
Yeah.
Just
Like-
keep on.
That's still good.
you don't know. But average, I did ask one of the brewers, one of our buddies, and on average, it is about a week
Oh God.
pushing
Oh
for
wow.
craft.
Okay.
For craft.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but like, let me tell you, working in a gastropub, we definitely had some kegs that were sitting there like
Yeah.
at least like 6 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
They could hope, bro. This shit, it still tastes good, and it's been since fucking New Year's.
Yeah.
I figure long as it's closed, you're good.
Yeah.
You know, and refrigerated. But once it's open, yeah, if you don't drink that,
Oh, for sure.
then the next day or so, bro,
Yeah, I know,
it's
it's-
pretty
Yeah.
much done.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
So we,
All right, guys.
Let's do it.
Skull.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you gonna
Salud.
do your saying? Come on,
All
bro.
right, all right.
Gotta do
There we
it.
go.
Here's to stealing, cheating, fighting, and drinking. If you cheat, may you cheat death. If you steal, may you steal a person's heart. If you fight, may you fight for family. And if you drink, may you drink with me.
Skull. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's chocolatey. That's nice.
It's good, right?
I feel
Heartburn
it is.
for me, like instant.
Oh, you can't do stouts, huh? That's
no,
right.
no, this isn't even a stout. This is a saison.
Oh, you feeling it? You feel that like
yeah,
heartburn?
it's
Oh,
like
shit.
it's.
Oh, really?
It's different, yeah. So like
Dang,
it,
bro.
like everything feels different.
Okay.
Huh.
So that's why
Wow.
I'm gonna write it out. a little
Write
bit.
it out, man. You got
Easy.
the Canada Dry. So
Yeah,
There
I
you
got
go.
Canada, got the water. We're good.
Got some
Don't worry, Doc.
Tums.
I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right.
But,
Um,
wow, man.
What's
so,
up, man?
So tell us, man.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of things. I've been seeing a lot of things.
Okay.
I saw you. You know, looks like you got on TV
Yeah.
Right? He
I've
was a
been-
lawyer on the television. I saw
did.
you all nice and suited and booted. I was like, he took one of my outfits. You know, when I used to work at the bank.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I was like, he been in my closet. I had to go in my closet. I was looking at my ties, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not.
I remember that.
That was definitely a Deuce type of suit for sure. Because he used to come into Gulf every day, and the nice ass suits. He was clean. He was clean.
That's funny.
Yeah, nah, it was dope. So I worked on this show called Grace and Frankie. It's on Netflix, and it's literally, I shot it like February 2020, so like literally right before the pandemic. I booked it and I shot it, and it was just that one episode, and then production shut down, as all did during the pandemic, and then I guess they finished it and it came out I think like June 2021, because like that was like episode 2 of season 7 for them.
Okay.
And then like they had to like when stuff started opening up, they actually finished the season. They shot it, and then it came out I think like last summer sometime. And yeah, it was dope to see your work come out, and like they had me looking clean, like like it was back like that was the last time I had like short hair. Now my hair is like long as
that's what I said. I saw again. I'm like, what? Oh, he must be going for a party or something.
Nah, man, it was like I just like it was starting to grow during like the pandemic times, and then I was like, oh man, I've never had my hair this long. Let me see what can I do with it. And like my hair gets curly apparently, and like it's like kind of dope. And so I was like, all right. And then like I'll just braid it up here and there. Like right now,
yeah, you got a sick ass design, bro. That shit looks
fire, man.
But yeah,
I thought you might have got the design and hairstyle from that Issa show, the Sweet Life. I thought you might, because one of the characters there, I mean a real life person, but they had the hair like that. I was like,
for real, okay.
I was like, maybe you've been watching, you know.
I hadn't seen this. I heard really good things about it, but yeah, I just have when I started thinking about braiding, I went to like my homie who like he gets dreads, and they do like natural hairstyles at his the lady that does his dreads, and she's a really good braider. Like it's crazy. Like I literally just sit in her chair and I'm just like just freestyle it, and like she just like starts
going
and she just does it. It's like I really like the smaller braids to get into like braid into like the bigger braids, but other than that she just kind of freestyles it on the spot.
So do you think she could work
she
magic with mine?
She could, bro.
Jay's back, man. He got
man,
hair
that's exactly how my hair is. Like it's all clearly you see all shaved on the side, just like pretty long up top. She could do you, bro. It may not stay that long, which is like my issue too. Like my hair is like pretty like fine and like straight. Yeah. But she could definitely hook you up, bro.
I'm gonna end up. I want to get my dreads back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I'm debating right now. I'm trying to see if I want to go thick.
Okay.
Or just go like small, like really thin. And just keep them permanent.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Is just like it just takes time to get them to like lock up, because like if your hair doesn't naturally like do like that, then like it's just really tough.
Yeah, the palm tease it and all that other stuff, and then the aftercare and trying to keep it nice and neat.
Yeah,
like that's because I don't have me talking mess about you, bro.
Oh yeah, I was like, trust, bro.
I've been seeing people say, I'm like, come on, like really?
No, I would have
throw
to
some glue in there and say, oh, we good.
Nah, hell no, bro. Like, it would.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've seen it too, bro. I smelt it.
Oh my god. It's funky.
They're like, you don't have to clean it. I'm like,
no, that's incorrect. You should clean it as much, if not more.
All the fucking time. And like I already take long when I wash my hair.
Yeah.
And it's and I remember when I had my super long hair, dude, that was a fucking mission for it to dry. So it would take on average about an hour and a half just to dry. You know, from wet to damp, and then from damp to dry, it would be another like hour.
Jeez Louise.
So like, I get home pretty late, so I would literally have to start taking a shower while I'm driving on the freeway.
Jesus
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that.
My hair out real quick.
Just have like a bucket just sitting in the car, and it's like as you drive, it's like,
Well, I'm stuck in traffic.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, but no, that's crazy. No, but it looks really good, man.
Oh, thank you, really, man. Really good. Thank you. And so yeah, it's like we shot Grace and Frankie. That was like right before the pandemic. That came out last June. I actually, funny enough, you bring that up. I just shot an episode of This Is Us on Monday, this past Monday.
Okay.
And
That's a
so
big show, man.
is their last season too. It's like the second to last episode. So I'm just like, yeah.
Man, do
I'll
you
be
guys
on
not understand how big that is?
Yeah, it's super huge.
Yo, This Is Us and what was that other one?
Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie.
Mhm.
Those are big shows.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
yeah,
you. I'm
So-
just getting out here a little bit.
You know, he's gracing us with his presence.
Oh my god! You kidding me? I've been begging to come see you guys for like years. Like, fuck a pandemic. I need more time with Jay and Deuce. Like, what's up? Yeah.
No, and we honestly thank you so much, man. Like having you here, and it's a pleasure and it's an honor, bro. Like it was back then, and it always will be, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, we didn't tell you, so we want to tell you that you know, we have a lot of work, a lot of stuff coming up,
Cool.
a lot of things that we're working on.
For sure.
You know, very cartoony.
Okay.
You know, hopefully, crossing fingers if everything goes well.
Yeah.
You know, BarChats might be a little mini series. You see, we'll
Oh,
go, you know, animation. We'll see we'll see.
Dope, man.
If everything works out. And then dude, I would love to have you as a voiceover man, or like,
Of course.
you know,
Of course.
you know,
Easy.
we'll see what's up. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, dude, it's been fun. We have NFT now.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So how does that work? I've kind of been. I mean, I've been following a little bit what NFTs are and like what it means, what it does. But what does that mean? You guys
For
have
us,
NFT.
We have a coin that spins around and it looks dope.
Okay. Okay. And so, but this isn't
the
the
idea
actual
of it.
coin. It's like the
It's digital.
image. It's the digital image of the coin.
Yes. And
And-
I only made 25 of them.
Okay.
So there's only a limited amount that I have.
Okay.
And only a certain amount of people will have them.
And like that, the.
And that coin, we're
We're
get
just thinking about long term.
Long
Oh no, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like the thing is like you guys will always own that image.
correct.
Yeah.
And no matter where it goes, where it's used, you guys will
It's
always
ours.
own it.
So,
Okay.
so the thing with NFTs, anything you do really, and my cousin was telling me about that. He's like, man, make sure you get NFT for this and this and this.
Yeah.
It's kind of the new copyright.
Word. Okay. That's
Yeah.
that's a good way of putting it. Okay.
Basically, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's pretty- it's pretty
know
much
it's
what it
yours.
is.
It's mine.
It's yours.
Yeah. And it's a better way to, I guess, because it's all digital, to like trace like
Yeah.
the original
Exactly.
ownership.
Yes.
Because that was what I think someone was telling me. Because like music is going the way of NFTs.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, no. When it comes down to just that,
Mhm.
I'll show you what. Oh, I can't because it's right there. But I think I could pull it up on the computer.
Yeah, you probably.
I'll pull it up and I'll actually. You know what? For
got the TV?
yeah, exactly.
You
For
got all the TVs?
I got all the TVs. I got all the fucking TVs. The great thing about if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Music, or any podcasting, go ahead and go into our IG at bar.chats. Go into our link tree and then go into YouTube. Subscribe, hit the bell notification on there, and it'll update you on all this stuff. But the reason why I'm saying this is because if you want to check out the NFT, I'm going to be showing it right.
This is the
Hold on. So
showing Rob some stuff y'all can't see yet. It's okay.
so
So
we
person is the graphic designer.
so the great thing about it
So
is
they do
that
everything
we're
from
pushing more in terms of just overall community.
How's that fun?
So we're expecting a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me go ahead and switch this over. And let's see. We're gonna switch this. There we go. We're gonna go into OpenSea.
big and trade design.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, you did all the graphics.
So OpenSea.
So I'm thinking
For
it's
for
just
those
person.
that don't know what
Yeah.
OpenSea is, it is where you
That's
could
crazy.
trade, you could buy.
Yeah.
So we have our BarChats one.
That's hella dope, bro.
BarChats. Not that person.
And so
We're
he's just a
not that
graphic
person.
designer that, and like, is just moving further and further in the NFT
Sorry, I'm
space.
trying to type with one hand and
Gotcha.
yeah, there we go. That's
dope,
us.
bro.
promo, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
us. Yay.
That's us.
So this is one of our first original ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually move this over here because I can't show this person's stuff for for other reasons.
Or not trying to get my ass sued.
Yeah, no,
reasons.
for real. Yeah, but this person got one of our NFTs. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on here. I'm gonna go onto his, and you'll be able to see it. But let me pop it up. Or
Pump it up.
hey,
Pump,
there we go.
pump it
This
up.
is him, and then I'm gonna go.
They're dope.
That dude's good.
They had a realism.
Wait,
Look how perfect that is.
that's so crazy. Wow.
Yeah, so we're
He's
excited.
nice, man.
So,
All right, so I'm gonna switch this
crazy.
over.
Ah, that is really
that-
dope.
Look at that.
And then so let's see if I could.
And what's the scan on the back?
I'm glad you pointed that out. So if you have a QR scanner, you hold it up to the TV and it takes us
Takes
to
you right to the page.
the page.
Aha! That's hella dope.
So eventually it's gonna be a little bit more. Let me see if I could transfer this over to these. There we go. So you guys can see it. All right. So that for those that are watching on our YouTube, that is the NFT, the BarChats NFT. A lot of stuff are going to be connected to that later in the future. I would say if you want one, go ahead and IM us. Is that a thing still?
DM or I am?
Did you say
I said I am. Fuck, I'm getting old.
Like AIM? Like AOL Instant Messenger?
I was like, bro. We can have a conversation.
Man, is that beer hidden or
Dog,
what?
I'm
He
telling
said-
you, I am sweaty like a
This guy
motherfucker, bro.
said,
Like,
"Can you IM
this
us?"
is
Like,
this
what?
is insane.
I mean, what you about to start talking about dial-up?
Okay, so now the question
Yeah,
is,
come on,
what were
go
your guys' AIM
Oh my
names?
god. So
I
didn't.
never did it.
I
I never did it.
Why? Well, you just did, what was the other one back then?
Yahoo Messenger.
I did have Yahoo Messenger.
Wait,
AOL
what was the
Messenger.
what was the board? What was like the
What, BlackBerry?
No. People did have the
'Cause
BB.
I had that.
People
For
were
sure.
asking what's your BBM?
Right.
Oh my god.
But never had AIM. I never had AIM.
What was the joint before? Dang it, I can't think of it now. But it was like the place where you create your own page and like
MySpace.
MySpace. You have
Oh, okay.
MySpace.
That's what I was thinking about. I was
I
like, he
could-
can't be talking
No, I'm
about that.
MySpace. I just couldn't think of the name.
Where you create your own page. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
No, I had a MySpace.
I had a MySpace too.
Well, you were doing music back
Well, I
then
did
too.
music,
Yeah.
so everything was poetical lyrics. Like
Oh,
so,
bet.
and I still have that as an email or whatever. So it probably was that. It was probably just
Mine
with the
was
one
the
L.
dumbest shit on the planet, bro.
You always have some crazy shit.
So it started. Okay, it started with Javi Metal Skater because I spelled heavy wrong. So
Okay.
Javi Metal Skater that evolved into Cyrus the Monk. SIRISDAMONK.
Okay.
To
What were you going for?
He
I-
just want to be different,
I-
man.
I
Anarchist.
don't
man.
Okay.
like it was so the whole Cyrus the Monk, it was
Duh.
the monk.
Yeah.
So it was I was like, oh, it's all about like DJ Darude, Alice DJ,
Okay.
and I was kind of going with that vibe, and I went to Alexander Hamilton High, which is predominantly black,
Yeah.
and everyone was saying duh this, duh that, duh this. So I was like,
The monk.
fuck it, duh monk, just to fuck around with everybody.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wait, where'd you grow up again?
I grew up
Out here.
here.
You went to Alexander Hamilton?
Yeah,
Isn't Alexander Hamilton like in the middle of LA?
yeah. It's like it's
That's
in
what
West
it
LA.
means. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like really far.
Yeah, my dad's been working there for 41 years.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm sitting here just like I feel like Hamilton's really far from here. Okay, cool. Got you.
Yeah.
For our international audience, that means nothing to you guys.
Right. Just
Okay.
know that it's about a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah, fun time. So that for those that are watching on the YouTube, that is our NFT. If you guys want one, DM us. and we'll talk because there's gonna be a lot of connected things to it. Just to let you know, there are a very, very, very limited supply. I only made 25. This individual has one, so we have 24 left.
Right.
After the 24, I will not make any more. But this will be the first edition.
Yes,
I will
sir.
say this. This will be the first
Yeah, man,
edition.
get it now, because once we start re-editing these images, might not even see this.
Yeah.
Yesterday's price
It's
is not
not
today's price. Today's price.
There we go.
Man,
Oh man.
so
What's up?
everything's on. Nothing's off limits. So
Yeah.
I heard you was hanging with a homegirl. So now
How was brunch?
Is this hanging with a homegirl like, oh, this is just a friend, or this is a person that you're like, you know what? I can really see something going on there.
My friend was telling me. My friend was literally.
friend.
She was definitely telling me about she's getting married in June.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so like
okay.
it's
definitely
it's definitely
definitely
definitely a platonic. It was
Definitely
nah.
That's
I
cool,
mean
though. That's
yeah
cool.
that. Thank you for asking.
Oh,
though,
you
but
know,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, this was just a homegirl from college. Like I hadn't seen her probably like 2 or 3 years, and she just got a random trip paid for her to LA because
wow.
she has like an interview. She's a lawyer, and so like another law firm is trying to poach her, and so they flew her out. She got flued out, so that she
Damn.
get like an interview with them. She doesn't think she's gonna really take it, but yeah,
But
we
hey,
just
free
went to.
trip.
It's a free trip to LA. They got her in the Beverly Hills Marriott.
Oh.
Like,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Oh,
like,
they're going all the way.
They're
They want
really
her,
trying
bro.
to get her. Yeah, but yeah, no, we just caught up and like we just. Have you guys been to this place called Yardbird?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yardbird. I think it's,
The one in LA?
there's one in LA, but they have them in like Vegas, Miami, I think Chicago, Texas, somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like gourmet soul food, and
Yeah,
like
really good.
there's not a lot of good soul food in
I
LA.
saw one in Vegas. I remember
Yeah.
seeing one in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we met there, and yeah, because like I said, she's getting married, and she was hounding me for like the longest, like because I suck at like RSVPs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because
Yeah.
it's like you're asking me to think about something that's 3 months away, but like for like weddings, I get it. Like you gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was just like it was just cool to catch up. But just a friend, Yeah,
So
I'm
Rob
sorry,
is
brother.
available.
I'm available. I'm out here.
What's
I'm looking.
up?
What's popping? What's popping?
Man.
Brand new whip just hopped in.
Hey.
Boom. Yo, Jack Harlow is blowing up right now.
Yeah,
He's
I like
blowing
Jack
up. He has a
Harlow,
new what's it? The Fergie song, but what's the name of it? First Class. There you go.
Yeah.
It's the First Class one. Yeah. I think his is called First Class, but yeah, the original was called Glamorous. It's really good. This dude's he's got bars.
Yeah.
He did.
No,
He's
he's
got bars.
he's good.
really
He's
good.
really good. I enjoy his
You
music.
know, because I was wondering. I mean, I gotta ask Rob.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about the new hip hop scene?
I don't feel like I listen to a lot of it. I feel like I try to I dabble in it and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. It's just not really all for me. Like yesterday or a little bit of today, I've been trying to listen to the new Future album, and I don't think it's for me. I
gotcha.
I don't think I do enough drugs to really and that's what I realized. Like a lot of
coherent.
Huh? Yeah. I just feel like I think the music is very much about a vibe, and the vibe is like party, clubbing, drinking, a lot of smoking, maybe some other substances, and that's what I realized when I was just listening to like a lot of like the babies and like the baby's cool, but Lil Baby and like Gunna and a lot of that.
There are
And
too many young ones.
yeah, it's like, and they're all
Baby.
yeah, and they're all from like Atlanta, and like much props. Like there's nothing against
Right.
Atlanta's a great city, guys.
Yeah, of
I
course.
see y'all out there,
There we go.
ladies in Atlanta. Let's
Hey.
talk. No, but
Alpharetta. I love Alpharetta.
yeah.
Alpharetta's dope. Have you ever been to Alpharetta?
No, it was Alpharetta.
So Alpharetta is south of Atlanta.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing there.
Okay.
Just a hotel and a Golden Corral.
Why are you hyping it up? Like, what are you speaking to it if you're saying there's nothing there?
Because the Marriott there is popping, bro. It's popping.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
Because of the Marriott.
Yes.
So I'm going to a city
To go.
many miles away to kick it at their Marriott.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it is popping.
Sell me on this Marriott. Because we got one in Beverly Hills.
I'm saying. Got Marriott's pretty much
What I liked about it,
Okay.
minus the fact there was a hurricane happening at the time.
Oh my God.
So I remember.
You are not selling Alfreda to me.
Right.
I gotta tell you.
Hurricane going on.
No, it was.
You should check it out.
It was the greatest thing ever, dude. It was the greatest thing because I remember, and my dad was like, "Hey, you should probably take this jacket." So he bought me a nice like pea coat,
Right.
and I was like, "All right, cool." So I had it on, bro. Tell me why, if I didn't have that on, I probably wouldn't be here. The reason why, it was like 37 degrees. I'm trying to light my fucking cigarette.
You were doing a terrible job, by the way.
In
No,
a
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
in a hurricane. Outside.
Did he sell it to you yet?
No. But I want to hear where this is going.
While I'm seeing a parade of just strippers just walk into a bar.
And this is in Vegas?
No.
Oh, Atlanta.
Alpharetta.
Alpharetta.
Yeah, in Georgia. Alpharetta, Georgia.
Freda.
Like a parade.
We
bro.
like to call it Al.
It was just a parade.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
I look, it's
And they were,
like
okay,
the
so it was
wildest
strippers
party.
that had no jackets on.
Yeah, they were just like normal. It was like that was their Saturday.
This is like it's
And
a
it was
hurricane.
cold as shit.
Dude, it was like
37 degrees.
Yeah, it was
And they was
37.
just naked and then
They're just
It was
walking,
like
they're
five.
walking
Through like
into
it
the
was
Marriott.
Yeah.
looking at you like, this dude got a jacket
Dude,
on.
I got a fucking peacoat. I'm
Oh, Sherlock Holmes
He's not
looking.
from
Yeah, exactly.
I had my hat on, had my cigarette. I'm like, fuck. And the homie next to me.
Why are they going to the Marriott? Oh,
I
why
don't-
are they going to the Marriott? Okay, never mind. All right, never mind.
So
They making that extra money.
yeah.
all I know is that it was popping. I was there for 2 weeks, and every day was a fucking party.
Okay.
Every day.
That's fire.
Every fucking day was a party.
Interesting.
I didn't go to any of them because there was a list. I didn't know that
And
you
you
had to
wasn't part of
be
the
on
list.
a list
Yeah.
inside a fucking hotel.
Huh.
Like,
Damn. All right.
So,
and like it was the party was just like at the bar at the Marriott.
yeah,
Or-
it was like, no, it was weird because their bar was in the lobby, but there
Okay.
was like a back section, and that's what it
I'm
was.
gonna try some of this
You'll
tweak.
try?
Yeah.
So it was just interesting to me. But that's why Alfred is.
So Atlanta.
so you could
I'll give
reason
you more
why
about this.
Yeah.
you could
Make
black
sure-
out and walk in
Okay.
any direction, and you won't get hit by a car.
Why? Like, what do
Huh?
you mean?
You could get really, really drunk, walk out somewhere, and you won't get hit.
Oh,
by
no,
a
I
car.
heard you.
As in-
It was more of a. I can't
Elaborate.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, do cars just stop for you, or are you saying
No,
like
because
this?
there's no roads. There's only one road out and one road in.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so the
So
jungles.
yeah. So literally, the Marriott is the entire town.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
because
that's why I look at it.
yeah, it's like because the thing is, Atlanta is very much a strip club, or as from what I know, it's a strip club city.
Yeah.
Like they have over 200 strip clubs, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of their most like, honestly, that's their most profitable business venture in Georgia.
But it's like it's crazy because the way the strip clubs are set up, it's like it's damn near a mall. Like I've heard of people getting haircuts in the strip club. Like
Yeah.
you go to the
No
strip
way.
club.
Yeah.
Like you go to strip club for like the food, like for the food. Like oh, like this strip club has really good chicken tenders or whatever, or like good steak or something like that. Like people, like it is just like a part. It's not like I think here strip clubs are like, oh man, it's somebody's like bachelor party, so like we really gotta get together and go to the strip club, or like I don't know, it's just more of a to do, whereas like I think it's a little bit more casual. There, it's just like it's Tuesday night, we'll just
Let's
go
go
kick
see some
it.
strippers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go
that
kick
honestly, I think that's how it's.
Let's get some wings.
it. Get some wings.
It's like was it Five and Dimes or Diamond? Have you ever been to Five and Dimes? Diamond Five.
It's kind of like the 99-cent store.
Is it a strip club? What
Yeah,
is that?
no, it's like a gentleman's club, but it's
It's
a
a gentleman's club
steakhouse.
called Five and Dime.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. I only went to a strip club for my 18th birthday, and that was the funniest shit in the world. And I've never been again.
Wait, you've never been back to a strip club since you were 18?
Yeah.
I got kicked out of
Well,
Deja Vu
I
from
honestly
Vegas.
don't really care to. It's
Wait,
not
you got
a-
kicked out?
Of Deja Vu for Vegas in Vegas.
Why'd you get kicked out?
It was it was all stupid.
Okay, I need both stories now.
Oh,
So
18. Okay, so not because of the experience. I just don't care to. It just does nothing for me.
so you don't like that it's a tease.
Well, no. I'm a hustler. Okay, so
Yeah.
when I see other hustlers, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or other, right? 'Cause,
Right.
You know,
Nowadays.
day and age we're in. But it's like non-binary anyway. So, but
Whatever, man.
if we're if we're in a strip club, right? If I just want to watch you dance, let me fucking watch you dance, all right? I don't want to go in and you just keep bugging the shit out of me. So, hi, would you like? No. Hi, would you? No, I'm trying to watch her dance.
Yeah.
Can you stop interrupting me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not that guy. Like, I never have been. I'm not the guy that's like, damn, she fine as fuck.
Let me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
just
rape
stare.
you with my eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking all those clothes off. Like I just never been there. I go okay, and then that's it. I don't really need to see it like for an hour or 2-3 hours or whatever. That's just never been.
And you would never be into like just getting like a private thing in the back, a private dance.
I just never get. And you know, again. I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
Yeah.
If I just wanted that, I'd just get that shit at home. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
and that's
sure.
it's kind of always been like that. Like girls
As long
just
as
dance
you
with
had
me.
it.
You know, like
Yeah.
so. My whole thing is if you're gonna dance on me and shit and be all flirty and act like you wanna fuck basically, I'd rather go ahead and just be able to do that. Not okay. Hey, thanks for teasing me. I'm gonna go home now.
Go home with a hard on, and now I gotta like yeah. No, I feel
I
you.
never understood that. But no, the biggest thing I think for me was just I worked real hard for my buddies, so I just didn't. I still don't get to this day. Person working
How do you
really
feel about that
hard.
tweak?
I just said that tweet.
It's strong, huh?
It's strong, yeah, for sure. It's strong. It's strong taste, but yeah, go
But
ahead.
okay, Rob or yourself or myself. Okay, so we all working really hard for our money.
Yeah.
Like I know the rent or the mortgage, whatever is due. But man, we gotta go to the strip club.
Nah, bro.
And then you go to
straight.
the strip club and you spend all your fucking money. Like I just never
a lot of money.
understood that.
Yeah.
I just don't, and I could never get with that. But excuse me. But 18. So what happened is we go to the strip club. It was at Deja Vu in LA because I remember that shit was funny.
West Side?
What part of LA was it?
Because there's one on the
It was
West
West
Side.
LA, I think.
It's the
That's-
one.
I've
it's
been
the
there.
One off the 10, right?
Yeah,
And
that's the one I've been to
At that
many times.
time, though, there was really nobody there except one girl that looked good, right? Well, it was two girls looking good. I'll say two. So everybody else is like kind of like flat chested and flat ass, and we're not talking shit about them. I'm just saying
Everybody's beautiful.
If I'm going
Everybody's
to a strip
beautiful.
club, I
Yeah.
want to see some ass titties. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I go and I'll go, cool, let's see some ass titties. My girlfriend at the time took me, by the way. And so I'm coming with my boys and shit. We all go. And I'm sitting right in front. They're like, here's the birthday boy. Now, they're assholes, okay? So so we're going in, and they're basically going like this. They're like, all right, boo! Throwing quarters and change and
At
shit.
like the girl dancing.
Oh,
Holy
fuck.
shit.
I know, I'm laughing, but that shit was funny, though.
I've joked about that, but I didn't know people
yeah,
actually
I
do
No, they
that.
did it, they did it.
Oh my
So they
god.
start throwing change.
I still didn't say shit because what I did was worse. So continue.
So they throw a change, and I didn't do it, obviously, but it was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Damn, guys!" I'm like, "Stop!" laughing at the same time.
Yeah.
Because she was terrible, bro. Like, you not about to get up there with like half naked and just.
Wait, but like, all right. So what day
It
of the
was
week
terrible.
was it? Like, was this like the?
It was a weekend. It was a
weekend.
weekend.
Oh
It
man.
was terrible. It was bad.
Yikes.
Damn.
And so next girl, she wasn't that much better. Threw some change at her too.
Jeez.
And then it was two girls. So one girl came in, she was thicker. It's not that she did so much more. I think it's just like, okay, there we go. Finally.
Yeah, this is
And
actually.
we're like, yeah. So we start throwing some dollars, and then the other two come out looking all bad and shit.
Oh
And so
no.
she got some money, and then the next girl came out, and that's really where the story really begins, honestly. Cause
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
that's cool. Cause me, I'm like, nah, I want to see something, you know?
Yeah.
Like she cool, she thick, but I want to see something. So other chick comes out. Oh, this the birthday boy. She start doing splits, cartwheels and shit. She does a flip off the stage. I promise you. I swear. Flip off the stage right into my lap.
Well, all right.
I
now.
was like,
crazy.
oh.
All right. And now we have
and
a
then
show.
I was like, yeah, give us
Yeah.
some money. Like,
Yeah.
that's a show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's a show.
She talking about she go to college and shit. You know, the stuff
Yeah.
that you hear about strippers saying.
For sure.
And so that was fun. That was a show. That was the best part of the stripper thing. But yeah, I was just kind of like,
Well, it's things like not everybody's gonna be. Every stripper's gonna be that skilled at like the dancing and teasing part. But the problem is now with like streaming and YouTube and social media, I can see like the strippers in Atlanta or like in other places, specifically in the South, and I feel like those strippers super talented, thick,
for sure.
and like, you know what I mean. It's just very much more appealing to me and my taste. And then so when I go to like sometimes. Not against like the brand of Deja Vu. I feel like at this point we're just like shitting on the brand of Deja Vu.
Well, no,
it's just like
it's just happened. Man.
Yeah.
I just
It
want to
happened.
forget. That's all. I mean, Deja. I don't want to have a deja.
Honestly, it wasn't
Yeah.
my fault. It was the alcohol. I'm blaming the alcohol.
Oh wait, see your Vegas story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me how you got kicked out.
Yeah. So alcohol and psychology don't mix.
It's
And
psychology.
Yeah. So
Okay.
You were
I don't
trying to-
disagree.
So
but
you were like, you're dancing because your father beat you. Were you doing some shit like that?
no, it was more of like I made a comment, made the girl cry, and I got kicked out.
what did you say?
How'd you make her cry?
You should have made better decisions in your life
Oh
to
my
get you landed
God.
here.
Jesus.
I was fucked up. It was. I know. Every time I say this shit, everyone's like, "Dude, you're a fucking asshole." I was like,
should have made.
It was also
better
like you
decisions.
came there to see her,
I
just
know.
to tell
Just
her.
to talk shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
bro.
that's the thing. It was just dumb because I was frustrated again. Like Deuce was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
that's pretty
this that, and the other. I was like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. I got to the point where like, you know what?
They do
Whatever.
bug the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, you should have made better fucking decisions to put you in this place.
Oh my
She started
God.
crying. Security
You
kicked
got
me
kicked out.
I ended up in a sex store with some gay dude. Like,
Yo, you can't end the story
That's
like
not
that.
where the story ends.
no, but it was funny because I did get kicked out. But next to since I couldn't go back in,
Yeah.
I had to go walk around. I was literally walking around Deja Vu waiting for my buddies to come out.
God damn.
So there was a
like,
sex
fuck
stop.
you,
There,
It was like, yo, we're
Yeah,
enjoying
boy.
our night. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
so there was a sex store next door, and I went in there and I started talking to this guy. I was like, hey, you know this, that, and the other. Oh, this. He's telling me about his partner and how they try different things. I should try this with my partner and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh man, thank you for the advice. I greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, by the way, are you gay? And I'm like, no. I'm straight. I have a girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
we're good. Oh, okay, so ignore half of it. Just let me show you what you can do.
Right.
You know, like, bro, this whole time you were talking to me, you thought I was gay. It's like, all right, cool.
it's like no assumptions.
Yeah, no, cool thing. He gave me like a little Karma Sutra book that I ended
Okay.
up like giving to one of my buddies. I was like, here, man, whatever. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, I got the real one. But yeah, it was just funny. But I do feel bad, and then I think about it like in my sober.
You were a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I was a dick.
She deserves better.
And afterwards I thought about it. I'm like, fuck, dude, that was fucked up. I didn't hear her out,
Right.
and but
But it's just in general though, of reasons to be kicked out of a strip club, making her cry verbal is just like
Damn.
the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah,
So
it was-
Usually you try to touch.
Yeah, it's like you
yeah.
just
I thought
overstep
you
your
were about to
bounds.
say something like that.
Yeah.
You know, she was rubbing her ass on me, and I slapped her ass.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yeah, you know.
Yeah,
like,
that
it
happens.
she was having a bad day.
Yeah, and
Like
you
a
were the
and you made it worse.
Yeah.
And I
the
broke
straw.
I, yeah,
Yeah, the straw
I
that
was
broke
the
the camel's
straw.
back.
I was the
Wow,
straw,
bro.
and I
Yeah.
got kicked out. And after that, I haven't gone, and honestly, I don't plan to, just because of what we're talking about. It's like
it's a
I'd
lot of
rather
work,
spend
bro.
my money, my hard-earned fucking money, on shit like this. Like
Yeah.
Janet knows. I woke up in the morning at 7:00, and the first thing I bought was a fucking mixer for the camera.
Oh no.
I also bought 2 balls on a string.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, what?
He has to explain.
What?
He has to explain.
Are you talking about like for a cat? Like what are you talking about?
So they're called asaltos. I am gonna go ahead and put them on here. They are also known as shakeres. Shakara.
Oh, Shakira, I love her.
Shakara. Shakers.
She's like not age
At all, bro.
Man, her and J-Lo, they just don't
J-Lo,
age,
yeah.
bro.
I mean,
I'm like, how old are you again?
well, the thing is, like, well, I guess they both probably make a lot of money. I don't think about how much money.
You
Yeah,
know somebody look good when you like, damn, I still would. And they
Yeah,
say they like,
absolutely.
and they like they 50.
Halle Berry.
Yeah,
She's aged a little bit, but not
a little bit, but
not aged out for me.
Right,
Like,
not
I was
aged
like,
out.
Yeah,
Not
no,
aged out.
at
So
all.
these are the
Those
two
are the
balls on a
balls.
string.
Huh?
So they're shakers. They're literally shakers.
They
Like,
make sound. And
They make
music.
it's like
So it's like a musical thing.
it's a musical instrument.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I've
just bought my
seen.
mandolin. I need to get my two balls and a
So
string.
you know how to play those
I'm gonna learn it in 30 minutes tomorrow.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I learned how to play REM. Fucking, where is it? Losing My Religion, like on the drive from Guitar Center to here.
What do you mean learned it in the car?
Jay's pretty talented.
Are you just like musically inclined, or
I just hear it and I just play it.
on like a new instrument you've never played before?
I've never played this, and I've never played the mandolin.
That's kind of crazy. Where did this begin?
I got bored,
Okay.
and when I was young, my dad bought me my first guitar when I was 5, and I just kind of stared at it, and I was like, okay, let me play this. Oh, that makes that sound. Okay, what if I would do this, that, and the other? And then I learned how to play the piano, and after that, I was like, all right, give me an instrument, I'll learn it.
Well, yeah, no, I feel like I've heard that in terms of like strings and percussion instruments. Like once you learn piano and you can pick out a guitar, you just pick up any like type of guitar and you just kind of figure out what the chords are that work for that and just go for it.
Yeah,
huh?
dude, I got janitor ukulele, and I learned how to play Despacito and like a bunch of other tracks. Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, this is coming in tomorrow. But yeah, I'd rather spend my money on 2 balls and a string.
Yeah.
And shit that matters.
Yeah. So that you actually can bring you joy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, stripping can bring you a little joy too.
They can bring you
But
joy.
it's not like you're gonna be paying a lot of money to get
Why
that
would
joy.
I like?
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
feel you.
okay, but
No, I don't frequent strip clubs necessarily, but I see the the appeal if you go with like a group and it's like, oh yeah, it's like,
yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Like, I mean, if
especially like I
if
feel like
it's
going
like somebody inviting me again, then yeah, like of course.
Yeah.
But is it just like, oh, Treve, like, do you want to go? It's like,
yeah,
I don't really care to, but if everybody's going, okay.
yeah, it's just like
I
that
just
kind
know
of
I'm gonna get
camaraderie.
bugged the shit out. I don't
Yeah.
like being fucked up and people bugging the shit out of me. I'm
Yeah.
just being honest.
I
I don't think anybody likes that. Where you're like, woo, and they're like all in your ear and shit.
Yes,
Now
sir.
I get most people go, yeah, of course. Me, I'm like, leave me alone.
Like I'm just trying to enjoy
You're messing up my
environment.
vibe right now.
no.
Yeah.
You wanna make them run.
You
Just start
make 'em run.
just start yelling cocaine and hookers.
Just keep saying that.
Yeah.
No,
Go ahead and hookers.
no, that's the opposite happened. Let me tell you my Vegas story.
Oh wow.
No,
Cocaine and hookers.
no, because actually, I have a story about cocaine and a story about hookers. No, so it was a bunch of us, like this is like senior year of college, I want to say, and so we went probably like, let's say like 8-10 deep to Vegas, and we went to like a strip club, and there's just and like again the bugging thing, because like I was with like a group of my friends, and like when I'm with my friends, I'm with my friends, like I'm just enjoying our vibe, and yes, we're in a strip club and like someone might get a dance, but like we'll let you know, like you know what I'm saying. But like of course it just kind of came over and whatnot, and so homegirl was just like sitting in my lap, and I was like, okay. Here we go, and she's like,
That'll be 100.
no, bro, she was just like, she's like, do you have any? And I was like, a tissue? Let me check my pockets. I don't think so. No, I don't have any tissue. She's like, no, do you have any? And she's like, do you have any booger sugar? And I was just like,
Booger sugar.
booger sugar.
Bro,
She
how old
said
is
that?
this chick?
Yeah, she said booger sugar. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know how old she was, but yeah, I was just like, oh, Coke. Mind you, I was the most innocent.
Ew,
had never
no.
done any. I had done like a little bit of weed at the time, but like I don't even know if I'd even seen coke in real life at that point.
That's
So
funny,
like
man.
I was like, cocaine, no, absolutely not. What is wrong with you? Yeah, and I was like, nah, I'm no. And then so yeah, like this session is over. And then so yeah, but like she was so
You are
fucked
tainted
up.
now.
Yeah, but I definitely was never gonna give her any money. But to begin with, but she definitely wasn't getting the money then. But at that time, like coke, like was just such a unfathomable like new thing. I just hadn't heard anybody like approach me for it.
openly ask.
Yeah, I was like pretty young at the time. And then she was so fucked up. She was walking, and then like how they had those long, big ass heels, and she like tripped as she was falling. She like was grabbing. She grabbed my homegirl who was like walking past her. Just grabbed her shirt and pulled her down with her. No, no, everything stayed on, but she like pulled her down with her. It was like so embarrassing. It just was like, girl, go home, get off the floor. Like you were just
That's
not it.
Wow.
You see, and that kind of hearing stories like that make me think, man, I probably shouldn't have said that shit.
Oh, that wasn't to make you feel shitty about that.
Yeah, man.
But it's true. It's like we all struggle with our vices and shit.
Sure.
And like I think that's one very prevalent.
Oh, sure.
It's unfortunately, I think the coca leaf itself is actually extremely medicinal.
Yeah.
In order if you can't breathe or you have problems breathing, you eat a coca leaf.
So if you got asthma, coke, you saying cocaine will cure it?
Bro, cocaine will fucking cure every. No, I'm just playing.
What?
Never.
The
No.
coca leaf.
No, all right. And the reason why I know this is because I watch Expedition
here we
Unknown
go.
with Josh Gates,
Okay.
and homie was like, "I am about to cross the fucking the Alps,"
Yeah.
Okay.
and he's like, "All right, I can't breathe. I'm 6'7". I'm higher than fucking all these short people. I can't breathe."
Yeah.
So he takes like fucking pounds, bro. Pounds of legit coke leaves.
Oh, and puts it in the fire.
No,
No?
he eats them.
He's eating
Eat some
You just
leaves
eat 'em.
straight up.
You just eat them,
Yeah,
and it's
pretty.
like, bam, you're good, bro. You are fucking Gucci.
You get that cocaine high.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's raw.
Yeah, that's like this is
Right,
coke.
right,
When you
yeah.
say Gucci, that just means like I'm high as fuck.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No, that's what he said. It's like, dude, I was fucking super high.
It's like, why are you guys walking so slow? We're getting to the top today, buddy.
But he said that.
He was real thirsty too.
Yeah, no. And the bad thing was that like the Andes, bro, like they're no fucking joke.
Yeah.
The Andes are no fuck. And these guys were looking for like a lost city.
No.
So they were in the boonies, like they were in the jungle for like 3 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, coca leaves, man. Fucking
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of Narcos.
yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay.
You don't watch
I
Narcos?
fucking hate Narcos.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
No, I don't give a shit.
Sorry for that. Just kidding.
Is it just like a bad
It's a great
representation? Is it
I-
stigmatizing?
alright, so-
Is it because everybody likes it?
Stereotyping?
Well, it's that
Yeah.
It's because everyone likes it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Everyone watches that shit. I rather
It's
watch
really
Gilmore
good.
Girls. No, I'm just fuck that show too.
A little D Creek.
Oh my god, Dawson's Creek.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
All right, so I was watching.
So in this last episode, Pacey was really mad at.
No, all right, my guilty pleasure, bro, and Janet fucking knows this, and I will never fucking deny it. Never. Pretty Little Liars is the
Oh,
fucking
yeah, we know,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
Is it really good?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yes.
still refuse to watch it.
That fucking thing is fucking banging.
It might
Pretty
be.
Little Liars.
I'll
What's my
never
guilty
know.
pleasure show.
Guilty
What's your
pleasure.
guilty? What's
guilty
your
pleasure.
pleasure show?
Show. I know my movies. I already know my guilty pleasure movies. Guilty pleasure show. I don't watch it currently right now, but it used to be Jersey Shore for sure.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my
With
god.
Sookie.
With Snooki.
Snooki.
Whatever.
Snooki.
Snooki.
Sookie
Get it
is
right.
Sookie's from True Blood.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
That's a great fucking show.
I don't even watch reality TV shows. Like pretty much most of them, yeah, don't get me. But this was just the trash of the trash, and it's just like if you're gonna do reality show,
watch trash.
just
we
go
watch
all
the best one.
in. And this was all in. Like it was so like they are just.
I fucking hated that
Is
show.
they're such shitty people, but God bless them. It's so entertaining. And then like MTV would just be like, "You guys are great. We're sending you to Italy." And
Right.
then they would just like go to Italy, be a mess there, do the same things, get drunk, get kicked out of clubs, and then go back and let's do it in Miami. And yeah, it's great. And now they're parents and stuff, which
That's
is
scary as fuck.
Yeah.
No, but they're like different.
Yeah,
They're more chill. They're more
Yeah.
chill, a little bit. I
So
mean,
so not
they
as
grew up
much cocaine and hookers, just half of it.
just half of it.
I
A little
think
bit of jail
anything
time.
they do now more for the show. Like you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
Like they're like more forcing it to like, oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta.
But they're like, oh, they got kids now, and it's just different.
Yeah.
So the one reality show that I try to watch just because Janet likes it was The Bachelor
Oh, but I
and The
can't do that.
Bachelorette.
I can't watch it.
My
So-
mom and granny got into that.
But a lot of people like
Yeah.
watching it.
I don't know, man. Like I try, but she laughs because I could only go to sleep with people dying in the background, and she could go to sleep.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? So the thing is, like, you say ridiculous things so casually.
Can you cut his head off, please? Alright, hold on, wait. And it's immediately he just goes to sleep
Is it
after
the,
they get decapitated.
Like says things weird sometimes.
Bro,
Like, what do you mean
what
by
does
that?
mean?
Okay, so we're
Okay, yeah, I can't drink anymore.
I mean,
Yes.
you just
There you go, man.
Oh,
That's already.
do you want to switch up?
so we're watching Behind the
Kicking my
Sightings.
butt right now.
Behind the Sightings. Have you ever heard or seen of it?
Behind the
Sightings.
no.
It's a very campy, like Blair Witch Project style wannabe.
Oh, okay.
But it was a Blair Witch style movie. It was
Right.
like a handheld
Oh, got you.
docu kind of film.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
And it was about the clown sightings throughout the U.S.
Definitely haven't seen that.
Clown sightings.
Clown sightings.
Oh, remember there was a point where they were talking about killer clowns.
Yes, it's exactly that. Yes.
I remember that as like a news
What?
headline, but I
Yes.
never followed
that
up.
was a news headline.
It
Yes,
was
it
for
was-
like a.
It
like
was
a
an
couple
epidemic
weeks.
of the killer clowns.
Yeah, but what was it about? 'Cause
Of
I,
the
I didn't.
It's.
I didn't follow it. Yeah.
So
Hey, have y'all
apparent-
seen it, by the way?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
It's well.
Like
Killed
Bill Hader and
Georgie,
them?
like he killed the best out of
Oh, yeah.
Georgie. He grabbed him. Ah! I was dying in the theater. It was looking
Yeah.
at me crazy. That was kind of funny.
No.
Like, who looks at the storm drain? It's rated.
Yeah.
he-
it's
What?
like-
Oh, who's
what's-
under here?
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, he
so
definitely
so
was dumb
so
about
Deuce laughs
Yeah.
at
Well, stuff that don't make sense,
At
at
bro.
terrifying
moment.
shit.
Like, okay, like,
Terrifying shit.
I'll just say this: if a person, like, okay, that the best Key and Peele, right?
Yes.
When they had was it Get Out? I think
Yes.
it was the first one.
Yeah.
And then they had that actor, which I always forget his name.
Daniel Kaluuya.
And
Yes.
he's walking, and he's like, "Man, fuck this shit." And he started.
Oh, Lakeith Stanfield.
I'm like, thank you.
That
The
movie was
first
so.
time ever that
Yeah.
I'm like, no, a real person would say, "Fuck that, I'm
Yeah.
out of here." Most of the other people be like, oh, is somebody dying there? Let me go find out.
Why, yeah.
Like, who does that?
And they actually, that movie was so good about that throughout because
Yes.
I remember there was another point when like he was like, "Hey man, like you should come like hang out with us," and like literally the main character, not Lakeith but
Yeah.
Daniel, he was just like,
Nah.
He like literally gave that face like,
Yeah.
nah.
I ain't about to do that.
Oh, he said, "Nah, I'm good," and like the entire audience was like, "Yes, like that's your proper
That's what
response."
you would do.
Yeah,
You're not gonna be like, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. So it's like that. All right. So that's actual credible. Like you could actually feel that that's more connection.
Yeah.
There's more connection. So in the one that I'm talking about, the movie
Killer Clown.
the behind the sightings, bro.
You
So-
watched it? How
yeah.
could you watch it?
All right. So it was funny.
It sounds a
because
little interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
they were interviewing people out on the streets, and I was like, bro, this is really bad, but I can't stop laughing. So they interviewed this black girl, and she's like, and this guy's like, have you heard of Black Lives Matter?
To a black
To a
woman.
black girl, is like, excuse me, you know what? I can't deal with this. And she's about to. I was like, did you just say that shit? It was like, yeah, there's Clown Lives Matter too, bro. This chick, it was the reaction.
It was
the
like probably
reaction.
hilarious. She probably almost slapped him.
It was. I was
Good
waiting
Lord.
for it.
I would have choked him out.
But the funniest thing she said is like, yeah, y'all in the woods, yeah, that's some white people shit. Fuck that. So it's like it's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
Hey, clown lives matter too.
I was
But
like,
that's
bro,
the-
you got about the count of 3 to get up.
To evacuate, please.
no, and that's what I'm saying. So the reason why I bring this up is because, fuck, I totally forgot. What were we talking about?
Killer Clowns, guilty pleasure shows.
And then we were talking about guilty.
Why I go to sleep to people screaming.
Oh,
so
that
we're
was,
watching that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
we're
somebody screamed. He fell asleep.
they're getting beat the shit out of, like they're just. And I realized, like, I really enjoy, like, Saw. Saw is one of my favorite movies. All the Saw series.
Oh, that's one of the
Okay.
best.
So it's like,
I mean, there's a
series
reason they
ever.
made like 18 of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
one
like
of the best series ever, except the last one. We'll talk about that. after
Spiral.
this. We'll talk about that.
No, well, that's a different episode that we got.
No, we're gonna do it real quick,
Okay.
real quick,
Okay. Because.
because it's gonna go with a slap and it's gonna like all tie in.
Okay.
You already know I'm going. You already know I'm going.
I haven't seen the movie, but I don't care about it being ruined.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
need to see
no,
it.
it doesn't
You
even
don't need
matter.
to see it
Honestly,
ever.
it ended at the one before Final Cut.
That was good.
So this is
5.
We're talking about the this is Chris Rock, yeah.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Is Chris Rock.
It's good.
Yeah, and that's the one you guys are shitting on right now. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
I-
Are you done with your side? Then I'll go.
So
back into it.
I feel like it's soothing because that's
other people's pain is soothing.
no, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know how to fucking make this not sound like I'm a fucking
Sound like Hannibal
sadomasochist.
Lecter, right?
It just I
Just when
find
I cut his cheek, I was like,
God.
oh my god.
no. Okay, so
Just
let,
go to sleep like a baby.
I don't know. It's weird. It's funny because we're watching The Exorcist
Okay.
and
And she
I
screamed.
knocked out, bro. I fucking fell asleep to The Exorcist. And Janet was like, dude, you really fell asleep? Chick's homegirl's head was fucking spinning, throwing up, and you're like,
I was like, that's soothing.
and it's just.
Is it the time of day that you guys usually watch?
We'll watch it in the middle of the fucking day. It doesn't matter. I go to sleep to horror movies.
Wow.
That's
And it's
interesting.
not because I'm not interested. It's my favorite
It's
genre.
because you watch so many of them.
Probably.
Desensitized because
I watch so much horror. Like, so
Probably.
my whole story with horror films is that I was always frightened, like terrified as a
Same.
kid.
yes.
Evil Dead
And
was
my
one that
mom
fucked
was
me up.
always get mad at my dad. Like, I mean, like slap the shit out of him type of mad, right?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did you know? Because she knows like I'll be scared,
And then, like,
my
that shit-
mind goes crazy. So no, he was here, and I'm seeing stuff and and crying and all this shit.
And that shit hits
And
me
then my
from-
dad would just
Yeah.
keep making me watch that shit, right? Until I got to a point where I was just like, oh, this is fake. And I don't know why it clicked, but it finally clicked. And then I got interested in, how did they make the character?
Yeah.
And so once I start seeing like, oh, this is how Leprechaun was made, this is how Freddy Krueger was made, this is the actual character, then I start thinking, oh wow, you did an amazing job. You scared the shit out of me. You know?
Right.
And then I got really into horror films after that. After that, I was like, oh, I'm watching this one. And I started watching all the horror films. And so
Interesting.
for me, like, yeah, it's hard to scare me. It's really
yeah,
hard to scare me.
I think you're right when it comes down to desensitizing because I remember there was an incident, me personally, like there was something happened at the house, and
in real life, right?
Yeah, in
and you're
real
like
life.
so desensitized.
and it's to the point where like now it's just after that day, nothing could ever like surpass that.
Oh, like a supernatural experience happened. Oh.
Yeah, and it was funny because one of the times my dad will even like the test of this, that we both see it happen and we're like, oh shit, that's happening. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's pick this shit up before your mom comes. Like starts blessing the house.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So and Janet's witnessed this with her brother.
Oh, you seen stuff too?
Yeah, so it's like it's fun. It's fun times.
Uh,
Fun times, huh?
different definition of fun,
Right.
but
Well,
okay.
you know,
you know.
have a different definition.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've gotten desensitized to horror movies
Alright,
yet.
okay.
Like
That's good though.
but I didn't like. I was scared of them when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and then so I think I just avoided them
Oh,
up until
so
like,
instead of like diving in like I
Yeah.
did, you said fuck this.
I was like, I don't need this. I'm not
Right,
paying
right.
someone to scare me. Life is scary enough. Like-
I tried to do that to my daughter, and she's just like, "Look, Dad."
Oh, you tried to force her to watch
Well,
scary movies?
because for me,
That's what
it
worked.
helped me not be scared. I'm like not scared of anything.
Like
you know
in
what I'm
life.
saying? Like I'm just like, And I think it made me more of just a person who's like, fuck this, I'm about to, I'm just gonna do it. Or whether it's talking to a new person or a cell or being in front of the class, it made me not scared of anything.
Interesting.
So me, I honestly,
it's a bigger life lesson.
Right,
that
for
you
me,
got
it was
from
like I'm glad he did it because it just made me not afraid of anything. And he my dad always has these sayings, and he was just like, "Oh man, there's only one person I fear is God," and that's kind of the thing where I was just like, "Yeah, like what the fuck is this shit ain't real," And so I was trying to like have her watch it to tell her like this isn't real, like this is a mask, you know. So she can see past it and see the creativity of it.
Right.
And she, Tana's like, fuck that, okay? No, I mean, she didn't say that, but she was like, Daddy, no.
Like, I don't want
this.
She
was like, I don't like that. Yeah. It's scary. And I'm just like, all right. So she kind of avoids scary movies still.
Yeah, it's like, why watch that when I can go watch My Little Unicorn or whatever? Right, like, no, I just, I avoided it. And then I think somewhere around when like the Saw started coming out, and I think I don't know why that was one of the first like scary movies I had seen, because when I was 2 years old or like maybe something else, and my mom went to the movie theaters and she had to take me because I'm a baby, and so I think Chucky, Child's Play.
That's the worst one as a kid to watch.
The worst one as a kid is the Children of the Corn to watch, bro.
Oh, I never seen that. Oh, I know what it is, but I never seen it. I remember it being in Blockbuster, Children of the Corn.
Children as a kid will make you afraid of all kids.
Yeah, nah.
So watching that now,
even today, like, bro, you'll be like, man, that kid looking a little shifty.
Yeah.
Yo, they was bad kids.
Yo, honestly, stereotype anybody that has blonde hair, blue eyes, and white. Like, instantly, like, bro,
oh.
like, nah.
Give me Children of the Corn vibes.
Where's Malachi? Where's Malachi? I know he's in the bushes. Where's he at?
Oh, shit. Nah, for me, it was Child's Play. And so, like, I love, like, little, like, stuffed animals and, like,
so that fucked you
up. Yeah, fucked me up, man.
Like, get all these stuffed animals.
Get all these,
out of
like,
here.
box them up. You got to get them out. But, like, it was, like, a trailer for Child's Play, I think. Or, like, it was, like, the poster was in the lobby of the movie theater. I wasn't going in the movie theater. I was like, it's too dark in there. Like, I don't know. But I was just, like, 2 years old, and I was done. And since then, I was like, I don't really fuck with scary movies. Even when Scary Movie that came out, and like I just remember avoiding that for a while because I thought it was scary, and then people were like, no, it's comedy. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, Fade In Fade Out I saw Saw, and then I was like, oh, well, outside of that one jump scare, because I think that's the one that gets me. It's like it's the jump scares where it's like I hate that feeling.
Saw is
it's more gore.
Yes,
it's more gore and it's more psychological.
Yeah.
So more like, well, for me it was more like, well, because all these things actually work.
Yeah.
I always watch the behind the scenes. I'm that guy.
John Kramer. The idea of John Kramer
the whole first of all, the whole idea, like, imagine me dying and then you getting a damn tape recorder. First of all, it's a tape recorder, but anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe a flash drive. Okay, so a flash drive or something, and I'm like, hey. Rob, you haven't da-da-da-da-da, and I know about your whole life, and I have a whole thing for you to do, and then Jay gets one, Janet gets one, like a bunch of people get one, and all these things get set into motion, and you're already dead. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's like forward thinking to the max. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then that's gonna happen. Okay, then I'll give this person one. Like,
and it's just like overly dedicated
like
to fucking with people.
Beyond dedicated. Like,
but here's the thing.
That's what I liked about it.
And you don't even want to see the end result because you're gonna be dead. You just want that to be your legacy, I guess.
Right.
And that was a whole thing. Leaving his legacy.
That's so crazy.
And it's crazy. All right.
No, motherfucker, I don't want to play a game. I'm just living life gameless. Oh my god.
That thing was scary though.
Jesus.
No, that and Jigsaw is that concept, and the reason why, and I brought up Saw because we are running a little bit about.
I mean, it's Rob, man.
I know.
Oh, no, where are we trying to end by?
We're trying to end at 30 minutes. We're at like an hour and a half.
Wait, we didn't even really.
We didn't talk about nothing.
That's crazy.
Okay, we got to talk about Rob though.
Okay, yes.
Oh damn.
So Rob, what are you up to now, man?
Jeez Louise, put a pin in it though. Saw.
Yes.
We'll come back to it.
We'll come back.
Okay.
I do want to talk about Chris Rock's slap anyway.
We might have to do a part 3 to be real, bro. Like, let's
Yo,
be real.
we can shoot a part 3 today. No, let's see. What have I been up to? Yeah, so I work at a restaurant in downtown Los Angeles called Joey DTLA. So at the beginning of the pandemic, the restaurant that I was working at last time, where we met, Gulp, which Deja Brew.
Number 2 or
Yeah, it's like whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that one, it shut down at the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
It reopened now, but the one in Westwood that you used to go to, the one downtown got shut down, and they resold it back to the mall, and now it's a Sephora.
Wow.
Yeah. So was out, and then there's a restaurant around this corner from the downtown location called Joey DTLA. They have a location in Woodland Hills and in Manhattan Beach. And I always had gone there, and I love the vibe there. Like it's like, it's not white tablecloth, but it's not a diner. It's like good, like somewhere right in the middle of that. And like craft cocktails, and like the food is pretty decent. And so I love the vibe. I'd gone there like maybe 3 or 4 times. They have some good dishes, and I was like, man, it would be really cool to work here. But it's crazy because I don't think any guys work here. It's just pretty girls that work there. And so I was just like, oh well, like cool.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, no. I didn't. Well, I applied in February. This is before the pandemic, because they just had an open call, like just come in every other Monday, and you just put in your application and whatnot. I came there at like 9 a.m. There's like 50 people out there, and I was like, holy crap! Like everybody wants to work here. It was crazy.
Wow, okay.
But then the pandemic happened. I had a homegirl that used to work with me at the downtown location of Gulp. She was working at Joey. She basically gave me, put in a good word for me. And during the pandemic, when they just needed bodies, like they just need to hire people fast. And so that was when I came on. I kind of snuck in there. And yeah, I worked there a lot, and then started bartending there February of 2021. Was like, just bartending a lot. And then around July of last year, 2021, my uncle hit me up, and he's been doing accounting for film and TV for like 23 years.
Nice.
He's been trying to get me to do it, and I've been like, nah, I'm good. I don't really like that. But then he was like selling me on it. He was like, yo, it's work from home. You kind of just like, all you got to do is just get the work done for the most part. And he was going to be my boss, so it would be pretty easy and chill, and he would just kind of guide me through it. And so I took a job with him accounting, and then so I do that Monday through Friday. I still bartend at least like either Saturday or Sunday. Like I'll bartend tomorrow. And then so that's pretty much been like the job life. Acting wise, been auditioning a fair amount throughout the pandemic, but This Is Us I just shot on Monday. That was like my first job probably since Grace and Frankie right before the pandemic. What else is going on? There's a possibility of moving to Denver, Colorado. But I don't know. I'm going back. Basically a friend of mine, he's made a lot of money in the jewelry business. And
is he Armenian? That's not racist.
No, I mean it is a lot of Middle Easterners back down there, or Persian.
Persian.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, is he Persian?
Yeah, no. He's not. He's a white Jewish guy from like the Seattle, Washington. Yeah, Jewish.
Yeah,
but he's from
he's a Jew.
He's from the Seattle, Washington area. Kind of outside of Seattle, and he made a lot of money doing that. We were like roommates, probably like 2012. He asked me to come in and be his roommate when I was just trying to figure it out, and we both were just parking cars. We were doing ballet at the time. And so he was getting rid of a roommate. He's like, hey, do you want to just like move in? I was like, yeah. Became best friends, roommates. He got really rich and then moved out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go buy this house in the hills, but you keep that apartment. And I was like, okay. And then so he's ready to get out of the jewelry business because he just doesn't really love the clientele. It's basically D-boys and rappers. And so he is, so he's trying to franchise restaurants because like he's trying to move as much as he can. He's trying to move into passive income. And so he's thinking is like, hey, I'll just put some time and money into like building some restaurants, delegate it down, and eventually I'll be able to make like a good, cool 6 figures, like, you know, just like doing nothing with just like these restaurants kind of running themselves. Right. So he's asking me to come on and be his day-to-day operations man as he builds up these restaurants. And I'll have like some,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then like eventually I'll get that same passive income, like a good, you know, percentage of the profits. And
he's in Denver, right? In Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
So there's a lot of breweries.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there are. Okay, and especially like I feel like the temperature up there like kind of allows for that.
It's ideal for the water is also different. Like everything is different there.
Word.
So
you guys gotta come visit then.
Yeah, hell yeah, shit. Yeah. Enough said, bro. Enough said.
You know, but I gotta see you on some more shows. And, you know,
that's the thing. I gotta figure out.
That's the thing. Is like how
the acting
both,
thing.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you can, but it's flying.
I can. It's just like flying back and forth because that is the beautiful thing about the pandemic was that like everything people realized. Wait a minute, this shit doesn't have to be in person for like a lot of jobs and specifically with auditions. Is that a lot of it's self-tape, so it's just like they just send you the size, they send you audition, you kind of tape it, you and a friend on your own, you get as many takes as you want, you figure it out on your own, and then you just send the tape to them when you feel good about it. And so so that you can do that from wherever, and then as long as I have like a LA address, which I think we're talking about it, like us keeping that apartment and just paying the rent on that, just so that we always have a place in LA to come back to. And so I mean, potentially I could keep it up. I guess I should tell my manager at some point. I don't know.
Fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna feel about that. But yeah, so we're still trying to figure out like I'm still back and forth because the thing is, my social ecosystem in LA is it cannot get any better. It just really can't. Like literally, like of like. Let's say I had like 20 really good friends in college. So like we've all been friends now for upwards of 16, 17 years now. Of those, let's say 20 friends, probably a good 12 of them live in LA at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it's just happened over the last like 7 to 8 years. Everybody's just like, they go out, you kind of like, you do your graduate thing, cool. And then everybody's just kind of been migrating back to LA. And like now they're starting to get married, have families, and like my godkids are out here, and like I really want to be like a part of their lives as like my best friends are like really like going into those next stages, and you know, but so that's kind of like that's the biggest like I guess like setback that I'm trying to figure out. And like it's a 2-hour plane ride, so it's like not like the end of the world, but
you can always come back out.
Yeah.
Now, how you gotta look at it is regardless of what they fucking say. Okay, you know, no money does not make you happy, but it allows you to do shit. So you can be like, oh, I'll be like, I used to be like, why the fuck would the person just keep buying a plane ticket back and forth? That's stupid. It's so much money. Then I had to think about it. That motherfucker got money. They got a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
You know, they don't know where to put it. So if you're making money, like you know, hopefully like that, then. Yeah, at least every weekend or maybe every month.
Yeah, once a month, just come back in.
And then, hey, what you guys doing? Okay, let's make it a tradition. You always come out.
I think there's a train that goes to Colorado.
Oh, that's always fun. If you do a train, we're gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck
hey,
yeah.
Have you been on the train before?
Like an Amtrak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
Have you traveled from all of the one?
No.
Going from San Diego all the way to San Francisco?
No.
That's a trip we want to do.
Okay.
So we'll start. We'll pretty much go to San Diego.
When?
We're still trying to debate because we got hardstyle, we got a bunch of other stuff. But if you're down, man, if you're down,
let me know.
All right, cool.
So they got some good breweries on the train, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not breweries, but beer. Sorry. They have some good beer on the train.
On the train?
Yeah.
So would be the would the idea be to like stop at some of the places
of
or
course.
like okay.
So San Juan Capistrano, we'll get a hop there, get back on the train, go to another city, do a brewery there, get back on.
Sure.
And then, stay a night at a spot, going up north, and then hop back. And just keep on going.
I love that idea,
yeah.
Let me know. Like, how long would you guys be on it?
It'll be for about 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's the things like I work from home, so it's like like again, like as long as I get my work done, like
Yeah.
I can kind of do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be usually about 2-3 days. So it'll be like
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday kind of thing.
Oh fuck yeah.
So, you know, and that's roughly what I'm estimating, because we did San Diego, we did LA, San Diego, Oceanside,
Yep.
and we missed the one, which was
You guys were taking the train?
yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
we stopped at 3 different locations.
bet.
So going up north is a little bit more, but it's like Monterey
yeah.
and all these other spots. over there.
Hammered. The
Yeah,
whole
dude.
time.
Wait, so you just buy like a pass and you can hop on and off the one all day? How does that work?
It's going and coming. So the way we bought it was a silver track. So we went from LA to Oceanside.
Where's Oceanside? It's like South Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's north of San Diego.
Okay.
So it's a stop before San Diego.
Bet.
So we went to Oceanside, we got out, then we hopped in, and then we went to downtown San Diego. And
Okay.
then we got some brews there, hopped back in, and got out. How did we pay? All I know is that I paid for there and back,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we're
Me
supposed
too.
to pay for...
That's what I'm saying. Like every time you hop off the train, I don't know if they just like, oh yeah, I have a ticket from some point. Is it?
Well,
We had tickets.
we had a ticket.
And they just let you back on?
We just
Yeah.
walked back in.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm crossing fingers it's still like that,
It
because
should
that would
be
be
good.
fucking dope.
I mean, you can also ask someone that works at Amtrak how this works. Or you can just do it.
Why?
Yeah.
Like-
Better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Exactly.
All right.
So-
Yeah.
My bad. Anyway, we can get on.
So-
it.
Yeah.
So
like,
like
we paid somebody at Amtrak to be on this train. So, yeah.
So what do I need to do now to get home?
Yeah. I'm with it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we'll want to set up some trips. And I know we did one with Chef Kane, so it'll be super dope to do one with you.
Hell yeah.
And you know, just
Yeah.
to go hang out, check out some beers, check out some brews. And now that we got a bunch of other equipment, a bunch of other stuff,
Yeah, I don't
definitely.
even understand what all I'm looking at. This is crazy.
Just everything, man. It's well, YouTube, Instagram, and then everything else. That's the podcast there. That's if we want to drop that into
Yeah.
the same YouTube page.
Where does the
and then the music.
what about the OnlyFans?
Oh, so that's coming
Oh,
up next
that's
week. I'm just
coming.
like. So I got that with the Patreon link. Don't worry about that, man. I'll send you.
Oh, it's
I'll
time for the
send you-
OnlyFans? Oh man, this is Oh shit.
That's gonna be in part 3 for sure. And it was like, hey man, so we made $20,000, guys. Thank you so much for
bro.
pushing.
So much.
Yo, these girls are making bank, bro. I've heard somebody made like 56 million.
Yeah, that was
Bad Bobby or whatever.
yeah.
That's
Cash me
nuts.
outside. How about
Yeah,
that?
they making some money.
That.
Now the person making the most, whatever that dude's name is, he's just giving it like advice, talking about
The Beast?
like, credit and different things like that.
Yeah.
And he's getting paid like a couple million a year.
This is off of OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, because he's using it more as a platform to talk about.
As what OnlyFans
Which
actually
it was supposed to
intended.
Yeah, what it should be.
Yeah, he's like number like 1 or top 3. Yeah,
That's crazy.
but yeah, man, they make money.
Yeah, no.
Shit. You
So
gotta put
we-
BarChats on there.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
What I also want to do, I would love to do like live shows. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do a live show, and you know, I've been listening to like, you know, just because we podcast doesn't mean we don't listen to other podcasts.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, the only way for you to get better is to know everyone around you in your space, right?
Yeah.
So I've been listening to this podcast called Morbid. It's these 2 crime junkies from
Wait, so when you can't
Boston.
find like the death on TV shows, and
I
you
have
go to
to
You have to
you
listen to it.
I
you
have to
listen
hear
to
it.
it.
He's like, oh, I'm about to drive, and then he's like, ah, and then the music, when he got killed. Drive.
Doctor No Sleep is also really good too.
That's a TV show, yeah.
No, that
It's a
well,
podcast.
it's a podcast. Doctor
Okay.
No Sleep. He's really cool. He has a lot of like H.P. Lovecraft kind of stuff.
Okay.
So like Cthulhu's big focus for him.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just fun stuff. Man. I'm
Word.
into that shit.
I'm into Unbothered.
Yeah.
That's a great show. Carrie was it Carrie?
The actress.
Not Washington. Carrie something. Carrie Champion. Carrie Champion has a podcast.
Uh-huh.
She's like she's a newscaster, but she has a podcast too. Her podcast is dope. And sometimes I listen to the Val and K Bean. What's their podcast called?
Like Lil Duval?
No, he's on Tyler Perry's Sisters. He's the like light skinned dude that's on that show.
I haven't seen it, but I know of the show. But yeah.
But he's
Okay.
he's on. He has like it's a like a marriage type of show.
Oh, okay.
So it's just funny hearing about their topics. So they might talk about, all right, so do you guys think that you're getting enough sex in your marriage? And then that could be just the whole thing, and then they start talking about it.
Shit.
So
Okay.
that's a cool show. But sometimes they're the Ellises though. It's called.
They're what?
They're the Ellises.
Okay.
That's
The
the last
Ellises, that's their
last
name.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to remember the name of the show.
It's a podcast.
It's already saved. That's why I just click. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then click. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do I listen to? I mean, I think
Yeah. What do you been listening?
he's pretty toxic, but
Gary V.
no, I listen to the Joe Budden podcast. Like
Joe
Oh, Joe Budden. I like
Yeah.
Joe
Budden's
Budden's
podcast.
fucking hilarious,
I listen
bro.
to that shit religiously, and so it was a whole thing because I don't know if you guys probably know, but like him and his co-hosts like had a big falling out.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? I didn't
know-
know
I
that
didn't
part.
It was
know
a
that.
huge falling
It's been
out.
a while since I listened. Yeah.
So I think it was the beginning of last year that the shit came to a head.
Oh,
But
wow.
essentially, like, when they didn't take like the Spotify, because they were the first first podcast that had like the exclusive
Yeah, exclusive,
deal
right, yeah,
with
the
like
exclusive rights,
Spotify
yeah.
and whatnot.
Yep.
And then when they wanted to re-up, they weren't trying to give him what he wanted, so he's like, cool, I'll bounce. It's what it is what it is. And then when they were starting to do like some other things, like I think he got some type of they started using Patreon. They went to Patreon, but then he also got like an actual position at Patreon, like
Oh no shit.
chief of like creator something. And so the rest of the co-hosts didn't even know that he had done that deal. And
Fuck, that's
and
shady,
like literally
bro.
they
That's
found out
mad
in real
shady.
time on the show that like as he was
That
announcing
the
it.
co-host did that?
No.
Budden did that?
So Joe did that, and then like he's telling this, he's like announcing it.
Like, hey,
and then,
I made.
Yeah, well, he didn't say how much he made, but he was like, hey, yeah, I just got announced as like the chief of some content creation or whatever over at Patreon, and they were just like, oh, well, congratulations, I guess. And then there was just like a whole big thing of like about like the breakdown of like the money, like the splits off of like the Spotify deal, because like they were just like, hey, we set up a certain deal and a certain like splits, but like in order to really know if we're getting our portion of it, we need to see what's coming in.
breakdown, yeah.
And like he just wasn't trying to reveal that, and it was crazy because like his thing is kind of like know your value and like don't get cheated as like a creator,
Right.
And it kind of looked like
I mean,
he
his whole career.
it's his whole career, and like
Oh,
now that
man.
he actually has some power and like was getting some leverage, it
He
looked
went to
like
his head a little bit.
he was like actually trying to dick his own co-host out of the situation.
Damn.
So it was like a whole thing where like they didn't show up and it was just him by himself, and then he had like some other friends that came in and were like kind of like sit in for them. And then when eventually like a couple weeks passed and like behind the scenes, like they all sat down and talked, and they seemed like they were trying to get on the same page, and they all came on the show to kind of like talk about it for the audience. And there was just so much tension, like you could cut it with a fucking knife, like because Maul was just like, yo, how? So first, like basically there was beef between Rory
Yeah.
and Joe, and then basically he was like, hey Rory, I think you should just like take like a couple episodes off to kind of like just cool off, and like we can reapproach this. And then when Maul found out, he was like, well, we're just not gonna do the show, like why are we gonna try to do the show without, I was like, you trying to do the show without Deuce? It's just like
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense.
it's just like, I'm just not going to do the show until we fix it, whatever is wrong, and we get on the same page. And then so just none of them showed up, and then Joe had to scramble and try to like figure that out. And then when they came back, they were just like, yo, why didn't, instead of you trying to go get these other guys to kind of like fill in for us, just like actually come fix the problem, like shut the
Right.
show down until we fix the problem.
Exactly.
And he's like, well, at that point the show had just,
So big.
it's so big, there's too many mouths they're feeding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, yo, we don't, like these people don't
We
eat.
can't shut this down.
Yeah, like this, like-
because this person can't.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
20 people that are dependent on this show to
On the
run,
show.
and so it's like I see both sides of the coin. But long story less long. Basically they broke up, and those two guys that he came in there are like his actual like really good friends, even though it sounded like they were friends. But like he got like two other friends that are a little bit older that came in, and like now they run the show, and
Okay.
like it's a decent show. It's just that like the other two guys are a little bit older, and so it's a little bit more of like a mature perspective,
Oh, okay.
which
Okay.
is good in some ways,
And
but
it can be
then
bad because when you're talking about certain artists,
especially
and
like
things
yeah,
that,
like
'cause
if you're talking about the new
especially
Lil
nowadays.
Baby, like
Right.
like you know, so
That's why I think I kind of got away from him a little bit, just because I try to always kind of keep my ear to what's going on right now, even
Mhm.
if I like it or not. It doesn't matter. So,
Yeah.
but Academic Show, he has
Yeah.
a podcast. I don't know. Have you heard that one?
yeah, because that's where I kind of fell into like listening to Joe, because when him and Academics had that show called Everyday Struggle on
Yeah.
Complex,
Yeah.
I watched that joint like every morning.
Yeah.
I was watching that shit religious, but that's where I learned about Academics. Yeah.
Yeah, Academic Show. He hustles a lot like Joe too, so he has a bunch of episodes.
Mhm.
And what I like about him is he'll introduce me to people I ain't never even heard of. You know?
Yeah.
So he's gonna get you into that world of, okay, this person. So TikTok's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
Like TikTok's a new YouTube or MySpace or whatever era you're from.
Yeah.
And so he'll be like, oh, this person got big off of TikTok, and we're talking about millions of views. And maybe you don't know them,
Yeah.
but if you know TikTok, you know them.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got like maybe 2 or 3 songs, but he's making millions.
It's crazy, bro.
And then he'll just like go into that. And so it's interesting because I'm like, yeah, how did you do that?
Yeah.
And then just knowing like the algorithm and, oh yeah, I had to condense my song down to, a minute or 30 seconds or
Yeah.
whatever, because
Yeah.
the attention span, and they'll go into stuff like that. He talks about 6ix9ine, and
Yeah, he's like cool.
he's like with everybody, and then
Yeah.
bringing them together. So
Yeah.
that show is really cool, actually.
Yeah,
I
because
really like that.
I need to get more into Academics. There's times when like I found him annoying a little bit, but
Love
like because I remember like there was a whole thing, because like how he kind of got big was his YouTubes originally, and he was always just like reporting on like the new artists and
Yeah.
like kind of like the stuff that the Shade Room would be talking about, but he would be like a step ahead of like a
Oh,
lot of the
okay.
publications, and so that's kind of how he made his name, like just being a step ahead. But people were really mad at him because he did a report on his YouTube page trying to break down what was going on in Chirac in Chicago, and so people that were actually in Chicago were just like
nah.
very upset about it. They were just like, the way you depicted us, you're not from this type of culture, like you're just some suburbanite from like middle of nowhere New York, like who are you? And
Right,
so like
right.
they were just very upset about it. Like so on the Everyday Struggle, like not Vince Staples, Vic Mensa.
Vic, yeah.
He,
I
like-
always get them mixed up too.
Yeah.
But Vic Mensa.
He like came on the show. He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Him and like
Oh,
Chance
he
the
was
Rapper
bad.
like
Okay.
came up together,
What's
and
up?
so he came on and he was like pissed. Like he was sitting next to like Academics, and he was like, like he looked like he was about to slap the shit out of him. Like it was
No
like
shit.
it was like so tense, and it was like, damn. Like and then like you could see like Nadeska and like Joe were just like, do we need to like intervene? Because like he literally was like, I should slap the shit out of you right now, and like using a very like aggressive like kind of like
Stance,
posture.
yeah.
Body language, yeah.
Yeah, his body language was like, I think he might actually slap him. I don't know.
Speaking of slaps, I'm glad we brought it
Boom.
back.
I brought it
There
back for
we
you.
go,
A
there
nice
we
little
go.
alley-oop for you there.
That was
Yeah,
how I was like, all right, I
yeah,
got
there we
that.
go.
There we go.
So, Spiral. Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
I don't care if anybody likes it out there. It's okay. It's just an opinion. It's an opinion. It's okay. You guys will be all right. Terrible Saw movie. Terrible Saw
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
Worst acting ever. First of all, it's everybody knows, if you know me directly, I don't like Chris Rock like that. Not as a person, he's probably a great guy, but is he funny? Hell the fuck
No.
He's never been funny to me. We called it quote unquote not black funny, and you know the other word, if it's not black then it's probably, yeah, but anyway. That's the type of funny he is. He's just not a funny guy, you know? And so when he got on the show, I'm like, oh great, he's gonna kill one of my favorite like horror shows, and he kind of did that. Show sucked. Everything going on in the show was good. His acting was terrible to me. And then we go fast forward, and I feel like Will Smith understood everything I was feeling, and he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. I mean, God damn, he slapped the shit out of him.
That's
like,
funny.
did you see how he like moved his foot? That's like a boxing like punch. You know, like when you like put your whole body into
He
it.
trained as Muhammad Ali.
Literally,
Yeah, he did,
no, I
yeah.
know, but look at his foot stance, guys. When you watch it again, if you ever do, his back foot turns so he can really get into it, and slaps the shit out of him, bro. And honestly, I'm so glad he did. I feel like Chris Rock, bro. He just, I don't know how he's been getting by. I really don't. I really don't, man.
Because everybody hates Chris, bro.
And he be doing stuff where I'm like, that shit's not funny, you know? And then you finally say something that's really not funny. It's like you talking, and to his defense, I guess you could say maybe he didn't know, but bullshit. I'm just gonna call bullshit.
I feel like everybody knows Circles knew.
He knew, you know what I'm saying, and he thought it was funny, and it wasn't, like most of the time. And I think, you know, Will was like, man, fuck this. I'm about to slap the shit out of this dude.
Look,
What do you guys feel about it?
Okay, I always say,
I have
man,
so much follow-up questions. Jesus Christ. That hate is so, like, visceral.
I mean, like, okay, what do you want to ask?
Oh, no, like, how long has this hate been this strong?
since I fucking knew him, bro.
But, like,
so
are there...
I love comedy.
Oh,
right?
Okay, because, like, I need to know background.
So I love comedy, but it's really hard to make me laugh.
So
and they know this. Like, we'll be watching something, they'll be dying, and I'm like, okay.
Who does it for you?
I love a Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
I love a Dave Chappelle. I really like Kevin Hart, man. But that's more because of me. I think it's because of I actually have a family. So what he be talking about be funny as shit to me, because I'm like, yeah, you like dumbass kid. You know, like where you like, I was like, you know, my dumbass kid did it. You like things you wouldn't actually say,
right?
But she'd be like, yeah, my dumbass kid did that shit too.
So
you know what I'm saying?
with it.
Yeah. So it's just more like identifiable, but also I'm a person that it's unfair to them, but I look for anybody and everybody to have more to them than just what they do, right?
Okay.
So like with Rob, the reason why I'm like, man, I gravitate towards you immediately. I did was when he was like, oh, well, I do acting. I like that when I meet a person and I know they do more than what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's such a boring life. When you're like,
I just clock in, clock out.
I just do banking, and you're like, that's it. Yes, you're dead. Like you don't do anything else. Your life is already set for you. You already know that you're going to stay here to a certain age, get your pension, be done. Because banks sometimes still have a pension, right?
Wow.
And then so Robbie's like, cool. I'm doing bartending, but it's like, okay, you know, oh, but I do acting. Okay, cool. You know, oh, I went to college to do this. Okay, and then we hear more and more like that's interesting to me. So with Kevin Hart, I know we're getting off the topic, but we're still on topic kind of. But Kevin Hart, it was kind of like, okay, he's funny because he relates to me. I don't know how far this is going to go because not a lot of people have family. But I feel like he had the foresight to know that his audience is going to grow with him, because those same people that are like, well, I can't relate because I don't have kids, are now old enough to where they have kids now, and now those shits is funny as fuck to him, you know, to them, right?
Yeah.
And or they have that type of family member that do those crazy things.
And you just like
identify, you know, all that stuff, right? So I like that, and then I like the fact that he listens. So it's like movies. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna create my own production studio, and we're gonna take up all the fucking movies, all of them, and I'm just gonna get people that I know on. Right, and we're gonna be number one in the box office, and which he's done over and over. And then he goes, cool, now we're gonna go into this venture. He's in every space. He's even in the investing space now, where he's growing big as well. So he's gonna be the first comedian billionaire, bro. So stuff like that, it has nothing to do with the comedy, but it's just you're more of an overall person for me,
and you root for him.
And people like a person they can kind of like root for and hope that they get to that level.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
And Chris Rock's not that for me.
And I'm gonna add on to that.
So much shame.
It's a lot.
There is.
That's why, like, when you started,
go for it.
When I saw, I was just like, there's like, it's so strong. I was like, I have to understand. To me, it feels like,
you know, and this is a feeling. I know nothing about it. I never wanted to. I didn't care. But it's like, why has things been, I feel like, just handed to this nigga? I'm just being real, and I can say this. I feel like things have just been handed. Do you ever meet upon it? Like, any job, anything you've ever done in your life.
Yeah.
And you know, there's always one. There's always one.
And
always.
And bartending and in the restaurant world,
In
it's
the
always
world,
there's
period.
always the girl that has all the assets. And
You
she
know,
just-
like
Yes.
she's not that great,
You-
but she just
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And you're just like, you suck. Like, how the
Yeah.
fuck? And it's just like, you just get shit handed, so you think, oh, yeah, I'm actually really good. And you're like, no, you're not. And to me, that's kind of how I felt. I'm like, bro, you not that good, bro. Ain't nobody ever been like, man, oh, yeah, the greats, man, Chris Rock. Nobody, he's not on the fucking Mount Rushmore, okay? You saying Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You,
oh my God.
Kings of Comedy?
Yes,
The
the,
Kings of
the
Comedy.
original Kings of Comedy,
Yeah.
which is Bernie Mac,
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric.
and
That's the guy I was fucking looking for.
D.L. Hughley.
DL.
D.L.
Hughley,
Hughley.
bro.
Yeah, those are the
Like-
original
like
Kings of
DL
Comedy. I would say,
and
yes.
and my boy Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying? They've been holding, well, you know, rest in peace,
Bernie.
Bernie, but like, yeah, Bernie was one of the funniest. I was like, I never saw nobody as funny as this guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was funny as hell to me.
Yeah, and everything.
Yeah.
Did everything he did, TV show, all that shit.
And
And
what-
Oceans. Like,
I was about to say
Yeah.
that's what that
And he could act.
And
Yeah.
that's one of my
so that's
favorite
what I'm
things.
saying. So you got a person like that, which I feel like never really got. I'm gonna be real.
On the Bernie Mac
In the
show, I think.
in the small circles, I feel like everybody knows. Oh yeah, Bernie's a goat. But in the big circles, I feel like people be like, "Who's Bernie?" Sometimes I hear.
I think people started learning
You
about
know,
him with the Bernie Mac
kinda-
show.
yeah,
like
kinda
like
late.
that. Like the Bernie Mac show, I didn't
It was
realize until I
great.
was older. But like a
great
lot of
show.
people loved that show.
Yeah.
And it
I
was
will
so
never
good.
forget that show.
And it was crazy.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good show. It's
And
like,
everybody loved it.
Yeah,
And
family.
The hardest part was because they were trying to figure out, because he's so raw as a comedian,
Yeah, I was
they didn't know how to distill it into like a network TV show.
Yeah.
But once they kind of figured it out, it was gold.
And that's it. And that shows his intelligence too. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is for family. Look how well he adapted to that.
He adapted to it really well.
And it was still funny.
Yeah.
That's when you know if a person's real funny. Okay, no more cursing. Okay. And it was still
It
funny.
was hilarious.
So I'm like, yo, you're funny.
Yeah.
And then here comes Chris Rock. I'm sorry.
Wait, I didn't mean to cut you off earlier,
No,
but
no.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
No. You know how he goes for the more like just
It's a lot. It's
just
a lot
a
of shade.
adaptive character. Like he goes
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
full.
I like a
the
full package.
He likes a full figure, right? Okay, he likes a full figure, and this is gonna come out of left field because I know you haven't seen this show. I'm all about the dick figures.
All right.
This is why we love Jay.
All
Man.
right.
Have you ever seen dick figures? Not dick figures, but dick figures.
Have
Let
you
me
ever
put
seen
it up.
dicks
Watch-
as figurines?
I've watched
I'm just
porn.
kidding. It's good.
I've watched porn before. If that's what we're referring to, I don't know.
Bro, I'm literally.
Oh,
Do I
Jay.
want
Oh,
to?
hold on, real quick,
Oh,
man.
fuck.
I don't even know how long that's been.
Jeez Louise. Dick.
I hope so.
Wait, what was the
Hey,
name
as
of
long
that?
as we got the dick figures part.
Dick figures. Okay,
There
so
we go,
here-
man. We
yeah,
can
now
start
we can start from there. Okay, so if you have never
Hey
seen
Jay, what are dick figures?
So we about to show it.
let me show you a little bit of what dick figures is. And I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna go to YouTube first because
Because now I want to see dick figures in motion.
yes, yes. So let me go ahead and pause this. So if we get banned, we get banned. Fuck it. We're not gonna show it. We're only gonna hear it, which is okay because CDMA only catches visual. Where am I? I'm here. Okay. So I'm gonna put it up, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious, guys. So if you never heard of the cartoon dick figures, it is fucking hilarious.
I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it's the greatest thing ever. I just put dick fig. All right, cool.
Okay.
Episode 1. So we have
Shall we describe it as it's happening?
yes. Okay, so they could probably hear it.
Let's see, Payne.
No, really.
That part was funny. That part was funny.
My girlfriend dumped me last night. Oh my god. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know. We were together a long time. Nature's ninja. You sound really stupid.
Yo, right? Right?
What is going on now?
Look though, the pelvic thrust.
And you can go home.
Oh my god.
Yo. Yo.
You look very fuck.
Grown ass man.
Damn, it was a bee. Yes, woman, I like your movie.
Out of there.
Oh man, I'm so sorry for you. You had everything. Wow. Well, looks like everything's back to normal. Why am I friends with you? Cause I'm awesome.
Dick figures, bro.
Big figures, bro.
So
That is pretty funny.
I go right. He goes full for like he wants the full package. I want dick figures.
It's not really that. It's just it's hard to make me laugh.
Wait, that was the point of the analogy?
Yes.
Was, okay, so he wants like the 3D Jurassic Park, and you just want 1950s Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
But here's
2D.
the thing, though. He wants 1950s Mickey Mouse. It's not that I can't get 1950s Mickey Mouse and laugh. It just has to be funny to me.
Yeah.
It's just hard to make me laugh. You saw how most of it, I was like, okay, cool.
No,
cool.
well,
Then it was like, okay, that was good because
Yeah.
I'm seeing where they get like, oh my god, okay, Usher, or like connecting where they're getting
Yeah.
it from. So that's funny. My girl got a girlfriend. That's a song.
Yeah.
They were doing songs right there. That's why it was funny to me.
I
So
think
you
it's
gotta
the
have a
same thing.
deeper meaning. You just can't say something stupid and then I'm just gonna laugh.
Yeah, because I mean that's the same thing with me with like not Chris Rock, but like I
Will
think
Smith?
no,
we won't go there.
I
I know
No,
you
no,
don't.
Will Smith. Nah. Hey,
Yeah.
don't. So we.
Well, that's why I wanted to know how you felt about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
So.
That's all.
Well, wait, I was gonna say really quick on like how I am with humor that I don't laugh a lot because like I think I'm always in my head breaking down like
Like
the
what-
writing or like the
Right,
that
right.
works because of this and like sometimes like if it's like really good like Dave Chappelle and I could completely forget about it and I'm
That
just like
shit's
engrossed in it, but like he has you thinking on like 3 levels
So
at
many
once
different
because
levels,
it's
yeah.
like damn, like that is a good observation about like society, but also
he
like
breaks
that's
it
really
down really
funny and like you know what I mean. But like yeah, like a lot of times with like good comedy, like I'm just like oh that was really funny, but like I may not laugh 'cause I'm like I don't want to miss the next joke or like I'm like thinking about like oh why did that work or like how did they like line that up kind of sort of thing.
That's
but
Bo Bonham for me.
I feel you.
yeah
That's
yeah.
Bo Bonham for me.
Yeah, it's so cerebral.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's full figure, you're dick figures.
Yes.
What?
That was good. That was good. Now, that was a good lineup right there. That was good.
I've tried my hand a couple times.
Bartholomew.
That was funny as hell.
Okay, so I'll send you a video of Bartholomew, bro.
Okay.
That was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Okay.
But we'll talk about the hamster one day.
Bro, you just gave me like 5 references I don't know.
And you see, but I think that's the great thing about BarChats is that we
Yeah.
could sit down, chat, shoot the shit,
Yeah.
and they could also buy fucking pillows.
Here we go.
Yo, everybody needs a fucking pillow.
That's what I'm saying. We're already almost 2 hours in, guys.
Jesus Cristo. Jesus Cristo.
So, Rob, thank you so much for hanging out with us,
Of course.
shooting the shit. there will be a guaranteed part 3.
Yeah, did we even talk about anything?
Probably not.
It was coherent. I
Yeah,
know.
it was coherent.
I feel like last time there was a point where we were like, I don't know if the last
We
30
just
minutes was
started
coherent.
talking.
Yeah, but this is coherent though.
We're definitely on track. But yes, it was just a somewhat update, just a hangout.
Yeah,
but honestly,
it was a hangout vibe.
it was definitely a hangout.
Sure.
And thank you for being with us, man. Graciously appreciate you.
There,
Yeah.
that's the word.
There it is. So there's a reason why I said that. Shit's so fucking dumb. But thank you everybody for tuning in for this long fucking stream.
And if you stayed on the live, man, hats out
Yo,
to you.
you're a real one.
You're the
You're
real
the real
one.
one.
You guys are the real
You're
one.
the
Thank
real
you so much. Remember, no matter what you do,
Where you go,
sip something.
Hey.
Peace, guys. Now I gotta turn all this fucking shit off.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Wait, that was supposed to be 30 minutes originally?
Yeah.
Hey,